Pearls. Oh my gosh. Can we start with, you can't touch this. How many have I got? 200, is that all? Last time I think loads sold out, more than that. The interchangeable hammer, ladies and gents, will give you different textures. It's portable, it's wonderful, and everybody I know that's used it is absolutely raving and loving about it. If you want it, you've got to be very, very quick on the offtake. Now, both ends are interchangeable. Let's have a look at what you're buying. Both ends are interchangeable and they all come with the extra heads. You just pop it off. Now that one there is going to give you a domed effect that I just popped off. Then we have got the splicing effect. This is Gemma Crow's favourite one, where it gives you those strikes, those lines. Wonderful. I'm going to be speaking to Alison in a bit more depth because she's got one and she used it and she's the expert, of course. So you've got the splices on your wire there as well. You've got a different texture in a dome. Not been on for 4 months and 3 days. It's the first time in a very long time you need to hop on those lines. You need to get very busy. You need to make sure you are not missing out on what I'm about to bring you. You've got that hammered edge there, nice and flat, and both ends there. And you have got the more delicate for your coloured wire with the plastic end there too. They just change. Now, talk to me, Alison. You've got this. You can't live without it. And you were saying it's one of your favourite tools, but why?
It's fantastic for taking away. You've got well, several hammers in one. It's brilliant, but it's small enough for more delicate pieces. And I've been playing around, you know, the square wire we've been having. Yes. It's great for putting a little bit of texture on the square wire as well. Just, you can do it on just one side of the square wire and get some really fantastic effects. Brilliant little tool.
It is a brilliant little tool. Last time I launched it, 400 sold out in a heartbeat. I'm seeing loads of you there. Now, if you want this, I would multi-buy. If you've got a friend who you know wants it, it's taken us 4 months to get this back in stock. We've only got 200. If anybody out there umming and ahhing, Alison, what would you say?
Do it. Well, you've got your money back guarantee if you don't like it. But it's fantastic and it's so portable. Could you imagine lugging 5 or 6 hammers around?
Do you know what?
You can just take one.
I can imagine losing at least one of those hammers. You know something? The price I'm going to give you isn't even a fraction of one of those hammers. You know what? How much would you spend on 7 hammers? Well, if they were only £10 each, that's £70. Yeah. I'm going to give to you all of this for one teeny weeny price tag. How much do you already? You don't even care what the price is. You want it, you'll need it, you gotta have it. Well, we only live once, jewellery makers. That's my lifetime's policy, as you know. £7.95. £7.95. I love it.
I was thinking like 20 odd.
How much do you can't? You bought yours so long ago you can't even remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I've had mine for a long time, but £7.95.
It's for pocket money.
You slip it in. I tell you where it'll go great in. You know your Viking knit little pouch.
Your little
pop it in there, take it with you. Brilliant.
Yes, and it is super duper.
Brilliant.
It's so lightweight as well. So if you've got dexterity problems, this is definitely the hammer for you. Or if you just like adding gorgeous texture to your wire, this is for you. Look at our FIFO reviews. I would if I had the eyes for it. There we go. Excellent value and amazing products. It's so versatile. I know Gemma Crow absolutely loves hers. I know Alison absolutely loves hers. I know the gorgeous Rachel also loves hers, Rachel Norris. Truly innovative, says Julie in Leicestershire, who's got this is the FIFO reviews. And Rosemary is saying, works a treat, never stop using it. And it is going to be one of those tools that you never stop using. £7.95. Anonymous in North Yorkshire, absolutely loving it on FIFO as well. You have got the 4 heads. It comes with the other 2 on there already. They are all interchangeable. Already 70 of these are gone and I've got loads in allocation. You do need to make sure you are checking out baskets. Lots in allocation in baskets. Anonymous in London, Dorothy, Nicola. Anonymous in Surrey, Sarah in Hampshire, Mick in Donegal, Maureen in Aberdeenshire, and lots of new telephone callers. You need to check out baskets. Dorothy's bought 2, Lynn's bought 2, Yvonne's bought 2. I've got absolutely loads of yours. Sissy, you've got yours. Well done. Tanya, you've got yours. Hazel, you're in. You've got to check out your basket. So have you, Nines, Nancy. Stephanie Markshire, make sure you're onto this one. Now we have already sold a huge amount of these, so you do need to be quick. It's only £7.95. It's taken us over 4 months to get this back in stock. It's here, it's now, it's happening. Do you love wire work, or are you thinking about getting involved in wire work? Would you like to add texture to your thicker wires? Have you got the twisted wire? Would you like to do some different things to that? Maybe you have got the 1.5 wire, half the stock gone and sold out and still loads of unchecked baskets. This is only £7.95. CGX57. We have seen so many amazing examples. Oh, do you know what else this is great for? I'm going to show you something that I think Gemma Crow did it, but I'm not sure whether it's because this is something that Gemma Crow does a lot. It's the scales.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Janet did one, but I think Gemma did this one, didn't she?
Okay, yeah, one of them did one and one did the other.
Janet did this one, and look what Gemma's done with the hammer. This is with this hammer. Look what Gemma's done. So you can see all these different textures. You see the splices? Look at that. Can you see? That's the effect you're going to get. That's on scale mail. It's changed the look entirely, Alison.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you can mix it up and take it away. I mean, I personally get two because I had a bit of an incident a couple of weeks ago.
You did?
Where we went away for the weekend and I had stuff to finish. I'd taken all my kit, left my tools at home. So I've now got a set of tools in the van just in case.
Ready.
I had to go and buy. It hurt. I had to go. I had to have some tools because I had a project to finish, and I had to. Oh no, it's terrible.
You can't do without your tools.
No.
You can't. I mean, let's have a look at the effects that actually the scales are giving. So if you wanted this little domey effect here, you'd used a dome hammer. Now look at the splices. Can you see the splices here? This is done with the flat end. Can you see the texture? Can you imagine this now? I'm going to show you on the other piece as well because Janet's used this too and she's done a very similar thing, adding texture to leaves. You need the right tools for the right job. Do you see how that splicey one's done it? And then on the other side, just giving it a little bit of domey texture, you can see here with the rounded end too. 110 already gone. I only have 200 of these. We've got a question about the hammer for Alison. Let's be having it. Hello, Kellyanne. Could you ask Alison, do you think you need this as well as the whammer, or do you just need one? If so, what do you prefer to use and why?
Right, I would say if I had the whammer, which I missed, I didn't manage to get hold of, I'd probably have one of each. Like I say, that is a lot more portable and you've got a lot more versatility. I think the whammer has three heads, and they're different, and the whammer does bigger things. So if you're doing a large piece, then you might want to use the whammer. If you're doing small, more delicate stuff, or the little scale mail,
rings or the scale,
then that one's perfect. Perfect for rings. Absolutely brilliant on rings. It's tools, and also. It comes down to the feel. One's slightly heavier. They're both nice. I've used them both. They're both great to use. So it comes down to personal taste. But I personally have, if I had a whammer, I'd have one of those and one of each.
You know what? We're talking about different projects on different scales. Whammer, wonderful tool. You can do this great big sheet metal with it. It's amazing. But if you're going to be doing rings, if you're going to be doing little pendants, scales, for instance, and today we're definitely talking about rings. We've got the ring sizer and we've got the plastic. We've got those amazing acrylic displays for your rings as well. So you've got, I mean, we're talking very much about rings today. We're talking very much about the scales and the smaller projects today. It does look like this is going to sell out. I have got so many unchecked baskets. I just need to do a name check for you because you could very well miss out. There is a queue on the phone lines. We expected it. A lot of you are multi-buying. Now, if your name is Margaret and you're from Sussex, Andrea in Dorset, Mary and Jan in Merseyside, Anonymous in Merseyside, Brenda in Kent, Rhiannon in Pembrokeshire, Anonymous in London and Surrey, Sarah in Hampshire, Yvonne in Greater London, Mick in Donegal, Maureen in Aberdeenshire. If you haven't checked out your baskets, there is a big risk that you are going to miss out on this. We are approaching a sellout with this amazing tool, and it has taken us 4 months, it was 4 months, right, to get back in stock. 4 months and 3 days to get back in stock. You know what, that's a long time to wait. 30-day and your money back guarantee, nothing. Send it back, fine. But if you've got to wait 4 months for it, it's going to do nothing but get right on your wick. CGX57, don't miss out for that low price tag. Exceptional value. Don't miss out. It's only £7.95. Don't think about missing out on this just for an and an R, because that's what your 30 days is for. I don't want you missing out on making those wonderful projects. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number. There are queues. You are going to go into a tail end of a queue. You can shop online, no matter where you are, whatever country you are. All the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Click the right-hand side menu to drop down your currency, and you can change it there. You will get a 30-day money-back guarantee no matter where you're shopping with, and you can use your debit card or your credit card if you're shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker. Well done to everybody. Nicola in Essex, Lynn in Somerset, 2 in your basket, but you've got to check it out. Eileen, County Down, you've got to check yours out too. £7.95. We are approaching a sellout. We're going to leave the bottom details. We're not going to leave the bottom on the details.
No, I wouldn't.
That's not what we're going to do. We're going to leave the details on the bottom for you. Now, we want some text in today. We want some text. Yesterday's subject was, what have you done that was a risk that worked out? 60777. What should today's be, Alison?
Oh.
Today's question of the day. Shall I leave it with you for a minute?
Yeah, leave it with me for a minute.
Yeah, we're going to have a question of the day from Alison. Could be jewellery maker related, like what's your favourite this, that or the other. Or it could just be completely random.
I think, what should you do now England are home?
What should you do now England are home? I can answer that. Put Wimbledon on.
Absolutely.
Of course. All those men in shorts.
Hey, the cycling starts soon.
Now, let's go to... Is that on my right? Yes? I got it. Oh, this is very bridally, isn't it? Let's have a look at this. Lovely cut. Oh, what a blue.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice, that blue highlight, isn't it? Kind of Mamma Mia blue, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I do feel like breaking... I do get called Meryl Streep quite often. Well, my mum is the spit of Meryl Streep, and I think I must look like her because I get it a little bit as well.
A young Meryl Streep?
No, not necessarily. Nobody's ever said you look like a young Meryl Streep. They just say to me, you look like Meryl Streep.
No.
Don't quite know how to take that, jewellery makers. What do you get mistaken for?
Oh, there you go.
Text us in. Who do you get mistaken for and why? Everybody says, yeah, Uma Thurman I get, or I get Meryl Streep. Who do you get? Anyone?
I used to get the Care Bear bunch. It was a TV.
Care Bears, I love Care Bears.
You know the Hair Bear bunch. They were big
teddies
with hair everywhere.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, that's
what I got a lot.
Oh, not like a Hair Bear bunch. I think what you look like.
Or Crystal Tips.
Crystal Tips.
And Alistair. Crystal Tips. Oh, you're too young.
Who's Crystal
Tips?
Remind me, I'm not.
It was a kiddie's cartoon.
I remember Crystal Tips, but I just need reminding.
She had hair that used to do that on the top.
I know you remind me of Rainbow Bright.
Oh, I've no idea.
No.
I have no idea.
Have a look at this. I like this because it's got a real matte finish to it.
Lovely.
It's matte and cloudy. Custard cream agate, did you call it? Oh no, just cream agate. I added the custard on. I think this is more of an off-white. I think it's got, do you know what it reminds me of? You know the translucent polymer clay? It's kind of that colour.
Oh, yeah.
And I really like that because it adds something, it adds a nice texture.
It's a neutral.
Because then when you've got the shell pearl next to it, the pearl essence is like, really powerful. I love all these new shell pearls. They're so round, they're so wonderful, they're so bridal, and they are so not faux pearl. Never mistake them from the balls of glue that you see in Primark or in Topshop or in H&M, because they're not. Even though those might look nice for 5 minutes, this is actually made up of elements of real pearl, pressed together, crush down. Maybe it's not right for jewellery. Crush down, press back together to form perfect pearls, and I love that. I love shell pearl. These colours are gorgeous together. I love that these are top drilled. I might use these all together actually, Alison.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to put them all together.
What would you make out of these?
I'd make a nice necklace with the pearls, with the blue interspersed in it, and then some nice tassels coming down with the grey. Very neutral, very nice. Maybe some of the blue hanging down with some of the grey off it.
Oh, that sounds nice. Do you know what? Everybody can wear all of these colours, can't they?
Oh, definitely. They're timeless. But
and
elegant. They can be so elegant.
I agree. Very. You can do a lot of sort of falling. Oh, do you know what? I've got side drilled hearts later as well. And we haven't had them in ages.
Yeah.
CQG C31. Now let's remember that we're talking about genuine gemstones here. Genuine gemstones. I was watching a jewellery making kit the other day on another shopping channel with 3 initials. A little bag of with a tiny strand of gemstones, a little bit of wool, and some. What else was in it? Not real. They weren't real gemstones. And it was $29.90 something.
Ouch.
And I thought, are you serious? There's wool in there. What am I going to do with that? I won't even go through the gemstones. You know what? I'm getting. And actually, the same shopping channel with the 3 initials was giving you agate jewellery carved from a certain brand, and it was hundreds, and you had to pay it off over 3 sort of. Yes, I promise you with my hand on my heart.
And don't they charge you each payment, each thing, postage.
Yes, they do, Alison, Tarry. Every time you buy individual items, even on the same day, they add to your basket. We're not going to do that because we love you. Intense blue howlite puffy rectangles, 10 by 8, gorgeous colour. £9.95 for all three. That's £3.30. Is that right? 369. £33 per strand. £3.32 per strand. 100. Oh my gosh! Your intense blue howlite puffy rectangles are 10 by 8. I'm not going to carry on with that. Sorry. Your creamy agate irregular plain drops are 5 by 4 to 10 by 4 and a 30cm strand. And your light grey. I'm going to call those silver. They're so mother of the bride.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. I might hold those up to my neckline. I do like a pearl, you know. I like a pearl. I think probably, should I just wear these actually for the rest of the show? I can't do that twisty clever thing that Amelia does without choking myself. But look, these look gorgeous. I think they're very Jacqueline Onassis big pearls as well, aren't they? I love that. Big sunglasses, big pearls. And it doesn't really matter if you haven't got any makeup on because everyone's looking at your sunglasses and your pearls because you look elegant, you look glamorous, you look gorgeous. I think these are definitely a stash builder at that price tag. You're going to use all three of these colours as well, aren't you? I know the buzzword is Christmas in Craftland at the moment, so let's get thinking about our giftables. Let's get thinking about the gemstones that we need in our stash in order to create gifts that are going to be good for everybody, because you can't just, you know, put everybody in one colour basket. Everybody likes different colours. Everybody likes to buy different things for different people. You know, it's really important. £9.95 to get that stash ready for your crafty Christmas. And it could be like Mark was saying to me just yesterday. He said, you know what, I've got loads of Christmas fairs booked and I am having to get for them now because you just don't get time otherwise.
No, you don't.
Constantly creating. And at the moment you're busy selling because it's summer, so you're out in the summer fairs. And then I think there's two very busy seasons in Craftland. It's summer and then it's, unless you're a card crafter, and that's pretty much all you know, all sort of seasons. But we can tie cardcraft in with gemstones because you can actually put little charms in there. It could be gemstones of happiness, it could be this, that or the other. The thing about genuine gemstones, they go hand in hand with so many other crafts, don't they? £9.95, very giftable. CQG C31. Calm Oceans is what you're buying. Your intense blue howlite, 10 by 8, cream agate, 5 by 4 to 10 by 4 and a 30cm strand with the tassels, 12mm on the light grey. Oh, well, I'm going to call them shell pearls. Now, I'm going to do Martha's favourite now. Martha is our executive producer, which is basically a producer that thinks they're posh. Now, it's true, isn't it? I'm not talking about your 12 years of shopping television experience. We met, do you know, listen to this. We met 12 years ago, Martha and I, because I just had Mia, which was 12 years ago. Gosh. And I do believe I might have put her in a TV studio and somebody looked after her while I went off and did what I did. Yeah, probably. Martha, you were probably putting the dummy in her mouth at the time. Now, have a look. And then here we are, bumping back into each other. Oh, where does the time go, eh? Look at all these. Now, would you, I'm going to separate these. Look at those lovely, that is a beautiful blue and a stunning green. I'd put those together. But then look, do you know what this is? It's a strand for all seasons because you have got winter in there. Look at all these gorgeous wintry colours. They're beautiful. Look at all of those autumnal tones. They're stunning. And then there's summer, and then there's colour blocking. And then you've got your greens. That's Christmas, isn't it, with the red. Let's put that next to the red. And then you've got Christmas. So this is a strand for all seasons. If you're looking for value for money, look no further than this strand because it's going to go so far. You can separate the colours. You want a nice sky blue pair of earrings? You just take two of the sky blue and it's job done. You want something bright and zesty with that lemon yellow? It's there to put with your golds. Gorgeous. You've got your blacks, you've got your reds, you've got everything in there. But you know what? Because Alison and I are dubbed Double Trouble when we're both together here at JewelleryMaker. Today we're going to give you Double Trouble deals. Martha's describing these as a carnival of colour. I'm not sure whether she was describing me and Alison as a carnival of colour or just the strands. But these are a carnival of colour. You know what? You can create wonderful tassels with these. What about these twisted ovals? What would you do with these, Alison?
Oh, wow. I mean, I love them for a necklace, a bit really long, chunky necklace, and then get some really big, chunky beads interspersed with it.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that. I do tend to split colours. I'm a bit of a mark.
No, I don't mind. I like, with this strand, I actually think it's a great idea because it offers you versatility.
Yeah. But I mean, you've got plenty there to have one strand multicoloured. Fantastic for doing your macrame round. brilliant for doing soutache round, but just actually using as a normal bracelet as well. Normal necklace or bracelet.
Do you know what? I agree, and I think these are quite tasselable.
Oh yeah,
quite
yeah.
tasselable.
They've got the weight that moves. You
Yeah,
can have some. You can have some weight in it, haven't you? A really
Yeah,
long one.
and it'll, listen, it makes a nice noise.
Yeah, yeah.
I like jewellery that jingles. If I'm going to wear chunky, I want it to jingle. All these colours, 400 carats on each strand. Sorry, 200 carats, 400 carats totals. They're all on the uniform as well. They're 10 by 8, so they're all the exact same size.
You could even do a right angle weave with them. Now that'd look a bit different.
Like, yes, and I do love a good old right angle weave. £8.95 for two or each? For two. £8.95 for two. Double trouble is what that Collins is. I don't know what that accent was. I might work on that one. I'm not sure. HQG C09. Send us a text. We want to hear from you. Gillian in County Down. Hi, Jenny and Alison. You two make me laugh so much. What a tonic. Alison, I was called Crystal Tips with my wild curly hair. Long blonde ringlet. Ooh, gorgeous.
Long blonde ringlet. Can't even say it.
Long blonde ringlet.
That's the one.
You've got to be careful. Sue in London says, I got dressed up to go to Rocky Horror.
Yes.
And everyone, including me, thinks I look like Ronnie Barker in drag.
But who did you dress up as?
Ronnie Barker in drag. Well, she must have been... Hang on, wasn't Ronnie Barker in it anyway?
I went as magenta.
I love magenta. He's lucky, you're lucky, we're all lucky. I used to love it. Do you know what I did that was really wrong?
Go on.
My sister, I got two older sisters, so they let me watch Rocky Horror Show. And sorry, it's going to be a story. And I taught everybody some of the rude songs at school in primary. Letter Home.
Excellent.
I blame the parents. Sorry. It was the touch me. That one. That's what did it. Yeah, I know. I didn't know what it meant. I was like 7. £8.95. JewelleryMaker does not condone that. JewelleryMaker does not condone that. My friend last night got stood on by a horse in her flip-flops, end of toe off. What have you done to your toes today? Brenda's got 2. Irene, you've got yours. Carolyn, Amanda, Janet. Remember last time that Alison and I were on? It was all a bit crazy. I can't promise that's not going to happen today. I said to Martha I'm going to be very sensible today because I'm in a very bad mood. That went right out the window. I'm in a good mood now because of you. And you. And you. And you. £8.95. HQGC09. It's because they had all the milk this morning in their cereal. Didn't even leave me any for a cup of tea.
Oh, no tea. No wonder you were gasping for a cup of tea when you came in.
I know.
No wonder.
I know. Now, we are part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, and we invite you to go and look at some of our gorgeous designs over on Gems TV. Here's some info about that.
Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Yeah, go and check out. There's some beautiful pieces, and we are all very guilty of accidentally buying lots of that here at JewelleryMaker because we have the shop. Oh, we get to try it on, and then we fall in love with it. Hannah Bennett was upstairs earlier, and I was supposed to be in at 11, which I was, but instead of coming straight to my desk, I sat with Hannah Bennett and tried on Princess Diana's styled tanzanite rings for half an hour. I was like, Charles? We were playing Charles and Diana, and that's what happened. Anyway. Alison, you look fine.
Like Charles.
Who?
You saying Hannah looks like Charles?
No, but no, not at all. I wish you did. No, I don't. Harry, maybe. Now, you're far too reserved there, so I'm going to challenge you, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge you, I think, with quite nice things today.
Oh, excellent.
I'm going to challenge you with 1 mil chartreuse wire.
Oh, good, I'm having withdrawal.
You used to go, oh, coloured wire, but now you're like, yay, coloured wire.
I'm fine. I can even tolerate pink. I'm getting over my allergy.
You like pink, you made that amazing booty.
Yes.
What colour will the shoe be? Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that. Now, 0.8 in blue. Gorgeous. Gorgeous together.
I was going to say, look at those two together. Isn't that a bit spring?
Love it.
Lovely, lush.
Moonstone, the most beautiful moonstone white sparkly moonstone with the most fantastic, and they're only 4mm. I do love a little round. Actually, little rounds you did put in the rattle and things like that, didn't you? So they work very well with wire.
And on the shoe, yeah. I use little stones a lot.
Don't talk about the shoe.
Oh, no, the booty.
Oh, the booty, that's all right.
Booty.
Sorry, I take it down. One of my favourites, look at this and think about a peeled grape. And then think about a man in the loincloth peeling you the grape. That's all I'm thinking about, the white iridescence of loincloth. The peeled grape. We're there, we're a Grecian goddess, aren't we already? Gorgeous. Then you've got your beading materials. And then I'm going to give you those gorgeous findings, 115 of them in silver. You get loads.
I know you do.
That chain.
Is it the twisty one or the?
It's
both. I like both of these ones.
I thought it was a harp chain when I first saw it, but it's not. It's got some really lovely thick links.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if this isn't new.
The thicker links is the new one, isn't it?
That one.
Look at the sparkle on that one.
It's lovely, isn't it? Hey up, Chuck. What are you going to do with this?
Ooh. Well, I feel some rings coming on. But the chain doesn't go with the rings, so we might do something a little bit different with that as well.
Excellent. So. Remember that the new rule is that I get to keep whatever you make.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry, yeah, I'm just putting that out there now.
So that's some long earrings as well.
She's saying as if that's new, we all know you. I keep it all, how dare you? Or my daughter steals it. I do not sell it on that auction site. I get fired on the spot. No, I don't. What I do every Friday after work is I lay it all out in the bed and then I roll around in it as if it were money. And I'm like, yes! That's what I do. That's what I do. We're rich, Rodders. We're rich in jewellery. Altogether, this should be the price tag of $37. Actually, you've got 2 strands of very special genuine gemstones. Yeah. Moonstone is June's birth gemstone. Kaz's birth gem. No, hers is peridot. I do this to you all the time. £30.70 is what you would be paying if you're putting these individually in your basket on the website. However, she's going, she being the cat's mother, Martha standing a bit dull boy, £10, back in your pocket. On the nose, £10. All right, darling. Wow. £20.70 for the whole kit and caboodle, which is wonderful. These are genuine preonites. These are genuine moonstones. They're beautiful, stunning, breathtaking jewellery that you're going to create. I might trot over to you, Lady Tarry.
Might you?
Alison, Tarry. I got you.
Wow,
fantastic. A bit higher. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh yeah.
Oh, hey.
It's like the king and queen of JewelleryMaker, everybody. I'm the king, so I'm higher. I'll be the queen. What are you going to do? You can have this, look, Chuck. Oh, I've forgotten the findings. You got your own.
I've got one. I'm taking it out, though. I haven't taken. Isn't this chain gorgeous?
Crikey,
it's
I've
flat.
just seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I haven't. That's lovely.
Have you used a new code for... Are those brand new, Martharini?
This would go fab with square wire too.
We're seeing whether they're new. I reckon they are.
Perfect for dangly earrings. Do you know anyone who likes dangly earrings?
I do. Do you know what I love?
Go on.
Dangly earrings.
Do you?
Yes! What a coincidence!
Perfect. These little moonstones are gorgeous, aren't they?
They're gorgeous. And if I put the earrings in my ears... you might notice I found some pearl earrings that Sue, the beading buddy, made. Oh, she's fab. She doesn't know I'm wearing them.
Oh, she doesn't know they've disappeared yet.
Oh, I love those.
I did notice your mark ones the other day. Weren't they lush?
Oh my gosh, I came home last night and Mia went, oh my gosh, your earrings. Let me through the door, my ears are killing me. Donk.
This is giving lovely colours off it.
Isn't it beautiful?
So delicate. That's so stunning.
Have you ever seen Jean Schlumberger's earrings with lots of chain and the moonstone and all of that lot with the coney bit at the top?
Yeah, all hanging down. That would be fab. Oh, yeah, go on, we'll have a play with that.
Go and have it. Can I just tell you all a bit of a news flash? Brand new findings.
Oh, they are the brand new findings. I didn't think I'd seen
this
chain.
They're new, my lover. They're new.
Ooh. Hot from Hong Kong.
They are hot off the press.
Ooh.
You've got that lovely new chain there.
That's fantastic.
Where's your, can you get yours out? Just let me have a look at what, there's yours in there, isn't it? Have a look what head pins you got with it, because I've never seen this one.
Oh, have we got new head pins as well?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes you do. I'd just like to see. I'm not sure if we have. I just, you know, it might have been we've seen them before. New chain. So what happens? You get the very skinny ones, and then you get the round ones, and you get square bits and bobs.
Oh, a little square.
Oh, and you get square head pins. I've seen square head pins before, but never this chain.
To go with the little square.
Look at those.
Oh,
look at those spaces.
spaces.
Oh my gosh, the findings are wonderful. Yes, we're not keeping them still. We're, in our excitement, we're whipping them away from Kaz.
Oh, sorry, Kaz.
Have a look. And then look at Alison. They're lovely.
Oh,
I've seen the square head pins once, but not this. This is new because of the chain.
I love this chain.
Lovely chain. You get a metre of that as
beautiful.
well. Definitely worth you picking up the phone. £20 and 90p for you.
90p.
Oh, 70p. Oh yeah, you did bang on the door of £10. Have a look at what we're going to learn. We'll see you in a couple of hours.
A couple of hours?
No, not we're 4 or 5 o'clock. We're not going to... We won't catch up with her till the end of the show for that, love. Shit, magic. She's saying she's got 2 hours. 2 hours, and that is designer inspiration.
It is, yeah.
She don't know what she's on. Have a look. All right, I'm at 3 hours. Sorry, Martha. She's not well, and I'm picking her up on all her faults today.
Do you know,
Isn't
it's
this
so
gorgeous?
much fun with that. So much fun.
Well, we're going to have so much fun together after the break, where we shall be being inspired with Soutache, Alison, Tarry. Right, if this is your last opportunity to get a cup of tea before we start, get it now, ready to be rested and transfixed. You've got a minute. We'll be back after this.
If you're new to jewellery making and want to learn all the essential techniques, then this is the perfect workshop for you. Join experienced resident designer Linda and learn how to get to grips with this addictive hobby. Learn how to create necklaces, earrings and bracelets with genuine gemstones. You will also have the opportunity to try a range of jewellery making mediums for beginners, including wirework, macrame and kumihimo. The full course includes a wide selection of gemstones and findings, threading materials, 0.4 and 0.8 silver-plated wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and our museum, and a visit to our shop. All of this for just £59.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Start your new hobby today with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Hello, my darlings. Are you all right today? Oh, it does match my dress. It's a bit beige, isn't it? I always should steer away from beige, I've decided. It's not my best colour, so I apologise that you've got to look at me in this colour. I won't wear it again, I don't think. Now, hello, my little lovelies. You all right? Now, come and look at what I got for you. I wish I could cuddle you all. I feel like that today. I need a cuddle. Have a look. Carol had something a little bit like this morning, different. It was silver. 10 metres of gorgeous chain coming to you for under £30. 10 metres of, you know what to do. Today is splendid, isn't it? It's so splendid. Look at what else we've got. So many of you have asked when we're doing this. 2:15. You keep going a bit cockney on me. One day in London and that's it. She's all sparrow. Oh, now she's quoting Flipping with Nell and I at me. Now, have a look. That's my mum's favourite film. You stop coming out with my mum's favourite things today. Now, if you want to learn your ring size or your customers want their ring size, then I've got a ring sizer for you. I've also got the acrylic ring stands. Now, I think people are going to be buying this in bulk, if I'm honest. Oh, come on. We've only got 60. We've only got 60. Be the first 60 to get them. I'm doing the face. I can't help it. Look, I get this face thrown at me every day from those children. So that's how somebody else got it. So unfair. Oh. Who's getting the rest of them then? Oh, Mickey Carr gets everything. I don't get anything. Now, I'm going to show you what we're about to make in a minute. But first, oh my gosh, the most player correct tanzanite we've had. Now, this is one very special strand. Under £50 today. Unbelievably beautiful. If you want the creme de la creme, then it's here, my darlings. It's all for you. And it's called tanzanite. Go and do some research on it. Now, I've got to bring this out because if you're looking for your one true love, it's said that you should wear golden rutile quartz. For golden rutile quartz, it's said to be, big myth and legend, is that it will find your one true love. Now, this is golden topaz, very similar, absolutely beautiful, and very hard to get hold of. If you love the myth and legend behind golden rutile quartz, golden topaz is going to give you the same sort of myth and legend, but it's also a birth gemstone. Very romantic. If you're looking for your one true love, then it's this gemstone you need to help you along your way, if you believe in that. You must have had some in your pocket.
Do you know what? I had I had topaz at my wedding. It wasn't golden though.
But
Martha, that is
we're
stunning.
live on air.
Perfect colours.
We were talking to Alice there. She's done it again. Oh, Martha! It's always on. Oh, executive producer, everybody. She's not well. She's had slap cheek. Diagnosed by me, so I might actually. You should go to the doctor because you know I'm not actually medically trained. You know I do that thing like my mum's a hairdresser, so I'm like, oh yeah, my mum's a hairdresser. Those are split ends, and I'm doing that thing. My sister's a doctor. You've got slap cheek. I'm not qualified for either of those things. Do you want to come and stay at my house and I'll make you soup? Come have a look. Side drilled hearts.
Oh, aren't they gorgeous?
Side drilled hearts. Oh, jewellery makers. Aren't these amazing? We haven't had side drilled hearts for ages because they make the perfect rings, and today's buzzword is, well, I think today's show is sponsored by the word ring.
And our number is?
And definitely we are talking about Soutache. What is Soutache for anyone who's never heard it? Well, I should tell you, my dear heart. Soutache actually started out on the lapels of the colonel's outfits. Or
the French, wasn't it?
The French, what's the word for it?
Epaulettes?
The epaulettes. Now, if you were in the French army and you were really high up in the rankings, they would have it on the lapels. You know how they would have all this fanciness here? And then it started spilling out into French interior design, which then came to England, of course. Now, royal, very royal is Soutache. And Soutache actually is threads that are put together and they are swirly whirly and they're all stitched and they look amazing. You see it a lot in haberdashery and fabrics and things like that. Actually, my dad, I know I talk about, my dad does a lot of films, and when he's doing anything for the cavalry or anything like that, he knows how to do Soutache, but on that kind of level. And he said actually they put it in the saddles and things, in the saddle cloths.
Oh, really?
And forms of Soutache on the head collars of the horses, along with the armour. So my dad can actually do this. And I was asking Dad about, you know, is it something that happens a lot? You know, do you do it a lot? And he said, yeah, every time there's a certain period in a film, you know that Soutache will be used. So there is a lot of research that you can actually do on Soutache. If you do a little Google search now, actually you'll see loads of Soutache pieces and you'll get so much inspiration. Now what Alison has done is she's basically taken Soutache and made up her own rules on it, and I love and respect her for that, because what are rules for? Bending. Now, let me show you what now this Soutache cord is different to the Soutache cord that my dad would have used, and different to the Soutache cord that they use in, you know, big pelmets in curtains and things like that. It's used a lot in French sort of design, very ancient French design, vintage French. Now, I want to show you Soutache cord on a jewellery maker level. Now it's different because it's not as thick and it's smaller scale, so it will fit into delicate pieces like brooches, like belts, like beautiful bracelets, things like that. Now other Soutache cord won't do this. This is the best Soutache cord we think on the market. It's brought to you by the Beadsmith, who are an American company. I want to show you what Soutache is. Let's talk all the way around Soutache. Soutache is a cord that almost has like, I want to describe it as a fishtail. Have you ever seen a fishtail in somebody's hair where it meets in the middle? Now that middle bit there, can you see it? Can you see? It's called the ditch. It's called the ditch. And what we do is we stitch the ditch. Don't ever forget that. It's a little, you can rhyme stitch the ditch in your head. That's what I do. And basically, when you do your stitching in between, you go through the ditch because it'll go through like butter. Now, if you put your needle in anywhere else, it'll go, it'll go through if you force it. And that's not what we want. So Soutache is great because you can't really make mistakes. Now, I can do Soutache. I find Soutache much easier than Kumihimo, which is odd, isn't it? I actually find it much easier. If you like to sew, now Soutache isn't a thing that you're going to do and it's going to be instantaneous. It's not like making a rig, couple of minutes done. Soutache is something like, I always liken it to knitting a jumper. You know, knitting a baby's jumper or a scarf. It takes time. Unless you're going to sit there all night, it's going to take time. You can put it down. You can read your book. You can come back to it tomorrow. You can look forward to going to bed so you can get to the next part of your Soutache. It's so very therapeutic, I promise you. If you're someone like me that does need a wind down, then you're going to really enjoy Soutache because it really is therapeutic and it really helps you just to calm down. And you know, sometimes when we get lost in thoughts and there's loads going on and this, that and the other's happening, sometimes you just want to forget about it, don't you? I think Soutache is going to help you do that. I think it's one of the most therapeutic crafts you can do. It's easy, it's methodical, and it looks great. Look at all of the colours that you're getting. You're getting 2 of each colour. Now this Soutache cord can be very expensive, but I'm also going to give you other elements. Where's that other little packet that we had? Is that with this as well? You know, I pointed it out to you earlier. Oh, it's in another one. It's in the Victorian. Yeah, that. Is that? Yeah, I didn't know what that was. That's with the neck. Okay, fine. Now you're also getting some backing felt. Now you might want to get some foundation board as well. The foundation board I have in a bit. Now this backing felt will hide your stitches, so you can put it behind pieces. Now Alison actually hasn't. Oh yes, she has.
Yeah, I've used it.
I thought you were so perfect you didn't use it. Now let me show you where Alison's used hers. So where she stitches or glues pieces together, just to hide that and to make it more comfortable to use. There it is. You can probably see. Oh, look at how Alison's fastened this. Now this looks so neat and tidy. Isn't this wonderful? You're going to learn how to do this. So just here on the button fastening as well. I'm going to turn that around so that you can see. Now you're going to need to be quick with this one because the value is going to be outstanding. If this is something you've never done before, let me recommend that you do this. I'm also going to give you some gemstones. You've seen the gorgeous gemstones that Alison stitched in. I'm going to give you some genuine lavender pearls and I'm going to give you some yellow shell. Now I absolutely adore these colours together, and I will think that Pip's put these together. It feels like a Pip kit. Pip's very good with colour. Now I'm also going to give this, I think this is very summery, but actually when you look at the piece, you'd wear it in the winter because it's big and it's something that you would wear either with a maxi dress or actually with your chunky knits, and you can make brooches and things as well. Now you're going to get all your beading materials. You're going to get some monofilament, some beading thread. You might need some Eslon thread. I'll talk to Alison a little bit. Did you use Eslon thread?
I actually used the monofilament on it.
You used the monofilament? Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. So Alison actually used the monofilament on this. That's great. That's something I've never seen, so I'm very excited. I have got Eslon thread for you later, and I've got hypo cement for you later as well, because Alison has used some of that. Cement. Now, get yourself on the phone line. So you are getting your wonderful backing felt, which feels like suede. It's amazing. 2 wonderful gemstone strands. You're going to get your beading thread, your monofilament, your elastic. You're going to get all your wonderful Soutache cord. Now, I have seen Soutache on another shopping channel and it was expensive. So if you too have seen that, maybe it wasn't Jewellery Maker specific, maybe it was generic Soutache. Well, good luck with that. TNG C26, I know because I've used this that it is outstanding, and I am particularly stupid, as you know. and I can do it, which means you definitely can, because you're much cleverer than I am. A combined price of £32.80, which is wonderful value if you're comparing to that other place where I just said. The value is outstanding. You're getting real pearls, you're getting shell pearls as well. I'm going to give this for an amazing... We're going to set the world on fire, me and you today, Alison. Her hair is flames. $23.95. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Fantastic value. You're getting so much in that kit. So much.
Do you know what? I'm coming over to you. I'm coming over to you. Third of the stock has gone and sold out. Loads of your names there. Loads of you there. 0800 644 655 on the phone lines. All the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. Elizabeth, Christine, Marjorie, Rupwante, Anonymous in Greater Manchester, Anonymous in Leicestershire, West Yorkshire. Loads of you there. Please text us in if there's anything whatsoever that I'm going to take these with me. If there's anything whatsoever that you want to know about what Alison has done here that perhaps we're not covering or what have you, or you're just impatient like me and you want to know now, then text us in 60777. It's just up on your screen right there. Hiya.
Hello.
I love you. This is outstanding. Have a look at the other piece that Alison's made. Now you've got a more traditional beaded chain on the bracelet. Beautiful.
I just had so much fun playing with this.
Is this the first time you've Soutashed?
It's the first time I've
so glad.
Soutashed. So I've done a bit of, well actually this is the first time I ever touched Soutache, was to do that necklace. And
the first time you ever picked it up and you produced this amazing necklace here?
Properly in this current, you know, I played with sort of stuff like that. I've played with cords and stuff as a child and growing up and crafting,
as a jewellery maker.
But as a jewellery maker, and I love it. And I see that on a strapless white maxi dress, and it's almost like your halter neck, just coming down to the top of the dress. That's what that's what I was envisaging when I did it. That it'd just sit down onto the dress. It's
so beautiful, and I'm also thinking vintage bridesmaidy sort of pieces up the arms.
Perfect.
This would be
in the
gorgeous.
Hair.
Yes.
You could. I mean, could you imagine a bouquet made out of all those flowers with a bit of wire twined in and stuff?
Oh my gosh, yes.
The flowers, I loved it. I absolutely adored it.
I'm glad you said that now, because you do always say, you're very honest, and I'm scared of pink wire, I'm allergic to pink, but I did this and we all loved it. But this you genuinely got. You were a bit like, I'm scared. Am I going to be You're amazing. I was in the bath last night, we were chatting whilst I was in the bath.
I wasn't in the bath with her or the bathroom, might I say.
Well,
I was miles away.
That's what she says. And I saw this for the first time. I thought it was amazing. We were FaceTime. We weren't. Can you imagine? All right. No!
We were messaging.
Gillian and Katie down. Hi, all great show. As always, best shopping channel in the world.
Yay.
Jenny should have her own daytime TV show. You should put it out there to the people.
It'd be brilliant. I'd never get any work done.
Would you come and be a guest on my show?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd never get any work done though.
No good. Margaret and 5, great show, ladies. This is a hug in the text.
Hug to you. A long way
Margot,
to 5.
that's always very posh, Margot, isn't it? Alison says, tea ready, inspire me. All right, we will.
Alison Staff from Flintshire.
Do you know her? Oh, she's
me.
That's you.
That's my husband.
Rumbled.
That's my husband.
John.
You're on my log on. How rude's that?
John, quick, go through all of her messages, quick.
Oh, we can anyway. Our iPads are set up so they both come up, so we get all his messages.
I better
he
think
gets
about
all
that
mine.
next time I'm in the bath texting you.
Don't do that vision thing. No, you don't get the messages.
Let it be a lesson. Right, come on, inspire me then, like John says. Inspire me, Lord.
Inspire you, hopefully. Right, we'll start with the leaf.
Okay, which one? Oh,
these panels.
The necklace part.
Right. And what it is it's made up of panels of these. So underneath the flowers, I've done double ones.
Look at this.
And then round the neck, I did single because I was.
There we go. Kaz is coming.
There you go.
Right, so say that again. Sorry, lovely.
So if you can see, I've doubled it to give them a bit thicker, so there's 2 loops. Whereas on the higher round the neck, I've just done it single because I wanted to give it substance where you're going to stitch the flowers to.
Okay.
So I had to play. So if I show you how to do this, we'll do it in stages. and then I'll show you how to stitch it all together, and then I mean, how about that for a cuff and then a flower on top of that?
Gorgeous.
You know,
I love this. I'm thinking, I want to be someone's bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Don't I, Martha? Could be your bridesmaid.
Could you imagine that with a little girl? Or just in the hair with... Or a
very festive. It's Glasgow at the moment.
I know.
Oh, that'd be gorgeous.
Could you imagine it with a really big one and having a really big fascinator?
Like a kind of 1920s, actually, going a bit Gatsby.
I'm loving this, as you can tell.
I know. I'm really glad, because I'm so passionate about Soutache. I love it because I think people look at it and think, oh, but I promise you, I find this easier than Kumihimo and macrame, and I love both. I really, really do. But this I get because I don't have to worry about that. I mean, it's actually a lot easier.
Oh, much easier. You don't have to think about a pattern, a stitch.
No.
If you got it right.
You can see where it's going. It tells you.
Yeah. I mean, you can get complicated with it.
Yeah,
but,
of course, like anything.
But something like this, so simple, so simple.
It doesn't look it, so it's a bit of a cheater's way of making something that looks very complex very easily.
Yeah. So what I did to begin with, whenever I start working with this, and like I say, when I start crafts, I tend to have a go myself. There's only one craft I've sort of gone on a course before I've dared touch it, and that was silver clay. And I went on Natalia's fantastic course to make me wedding rings. And that's the only time. Oh, I know.
Did you make these?
I did.
You're amazing.
Mine and John's. Yeah, she had some frantic phone calls, messages. Anyway, so I like to have a go with something first, and not be constrained by what's conventionally that craft.
Yes.
And then, yes, you learn the techniques and things to go with that craft. But I thought, I'm just going to have a go. I fancy doing flowers. Let's have a play, see what I can do.
Absolutely.
So that's why. So if you're a fan of Soutache, I'm very sorry, because this is not standard Soutache.
No, but I like that.
It's
you're a
great.
rule breaker, Alison, Tarry, and why not?
I just like playing. Right. So what I do whenever I start using it, I always put the glue on the end, and it stops it fraying while you're using it.
Okay.
So it's just to stop it while you're going.
I've got that glue here.
There you go.
Now, is it this glue here? Can you show everybody exactly how you do that?
Yeah,
we're going to do. Should we do that? It's a trio pack. Is that all right? I want to give everybody exactly what Alison's using, so that you can do exactly as she does at home. Now we've still got stock of the kit. I'll bring the details back of the kit in a minute. Now this glue is so strong, it stuck my fingers to our hardwood table, and my other half did not talk to me for the rest of the day. It's like an industrial strength. It does fly fishing lures, ceramic and plastic repair, fine screw locking. It's great for jewellery. It's great for so much, and it's got that precision tip there as well. Now it really, actually, it does say that it will not bond fingers. So it must have been this one, because I definitely
stuck your finger.
Just be careful, it's glue, you know.
And it's also great for your macrame, for anything like that.
Micro macrame, but you know, your kumihimo, things like that, it's great for. It's invaluable to have. It comes with a pin in the lid. Yeah,
and that goes down. There's a little, and I'll never get it down there. It basically sits back in to stop it clogging up.
Stop it clogging up.
I'll never do it.
Don't worry about that.
Not on telly. Right. So what I do is. How do I do this and show you? Right, if I hold it like that, and I literally just spread a bit of glue on either side. You don't need a lot, but it just stops it fraying. So while I'm handling it, because I twist it round and round, just enough to hold it together. It may be you trim it higher up from that, but it just stops it
from going.
Because the first time I had it, it started moving, spraying up. So that's why I did that. And literally, you only need a touch, put it back in, but it saves inches and inches of this stuff. No, I'm never going to get the lid back in.
And then, right, you get 3 lots for £8.50. So that's a good deal, isn't it?
It is. Right, now, I'm really sorry, because you're not going to see the monofilament on screen. I promise I have got some. It's not imaginary thread.
Actually, it's very good that you're using the monofilament thread, because it comes in the kit. So, Alison, you didn't use Eslon. You decided against it. What made you go against Eslon?
Because it was my first one, I forgot to order it.
Oh, okay. Well, no. I like your honesty, because you've used this and it's worked. And it worked wonderfully.
And I know it can catch the light, but on that piece, it wasn't going to be an issue.
Okay, well,
so,
it's not,
so sometimes on the edges, if you look on the edges, you'll see it in the bright light. It'll just sparkle off here.
I can't see it.
But it wasn't going to be.
We can't, can we, jewellery makers? Let them move
an
in
issue.
it. I can't.
No, on this piece it wasn't. So it wasn't a problem.
Okay.
So I've just put a knot on the end of my thread, and I must have about 1 metre. I've done the usual sort of that long.
The Tarry measurement
the Tarry
system,
arm's length,
which I like. A Tarry arm's length is what you need. Now, we will be bringing out Tarry rulers. 70% of the glue has gone and sold out. I might bring out the Tarry span. It's 14 Tarrys and a poodle.
Do you do Doctor Who?
I haven't for ages, but yeah, I love
Bernard.
stuff like that.
Bernard, sorry. Yeah.
It's 5 Bernards. No.
Anyway,
what
sorry.
are you up to?
Right, so I've gone to the length I want, and I'm going to do this one single. Okay. I think that is probably a whole one of these.
Okay, and you got 2 of those.
You got 2 of those. No, it can't be then. No, that must be half of one of these.
Okay, so you've got 2 of those in stock. Now, half of you, sorry, we've only got limited stock of the glue. 85%'s gone.
No, I'm not surprised.
10
it's cracking. You can use it for all sorts. Don't restrict it to your jewellery making.
As well, mine.
Right.
Oh gosh, do you know what? It says on the back, but it's got a sticker on it. There's like a model building, bead crafts, jewellery making.
Ceramics, if I remember rightly.
There's a picture of a fish in a tree. I don't know what that means. What is that warning picture? An upside down shark? That was the shark entering the building. You all right, Amelia, my darling?
Right. So to do this, I've put my knot and I want to start it. You've got to start at the top and work your way down that. So you can't, if I put that there, you can't start at this end and work your way up. You've got to start at this tip. Sorry for that beading thread being in the way. So I start in my top loop and I'm going to feed it through, down my ditch.
Through the ditch, now stitch the ditch.
So that your knot is going to be in the middle, in between them. Yeah, now like I say, the thread isn't going to show up, but it's quite difficult to. And then literally
through that ditch, you can see the ditch there. That's the pit in the middle where it sort of both meets.
Yeah, and if you go either side of your knot, that's then clamped in, and you can trim your tail off. But I left all the tails to the end. Oh, and I was using the thread cutters from your standard stool kit. The
standard toolkit.
Yes.
Not the standard stool kit.
Yes. They're my flush cutters now of the thread.
Together today. We're not allowed to go off at giggles because me and you don't stop once we start.
We're going to be very well behaved.
And we're banned for life if we,
no,
we don't behave today. It's our last chance.
Right. So we've gone. I've passed it through about 3 times. So you go one side, back the other side, back the other side, and then you're going to do a loop. Now you want the loop to be slightly shorter.
Glue's sold out, just for anyone that needs to know.
Okay, so you want it so that it's slightly shorter of the other one. You can make these as dense or as open as you like.
So you're going quite organic with these now?
Yeah, yeah. You can make them so that the leaves are all very close together, or you can spread them out a lot further. And to spread,
depends what project you're going to do and how many flowers you want to put on, doesn't it?
You see, if I pull that down a bit, that's automatically spread out a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, and then literally you're then going to go through all 4, and I'll move my fingers in a second when I've got my needle in. Okay, so you go through all 4 of the threads, and again you go through 3 or 4 times, and you're working your way down towards the bottom of it. You see how it's pulling together, and what you want to do is catch those bits there, see at the end, because what you don't want to do is have it pull open because it's a necklace. There's a lot of arm wafting on going by the side of me. Right, now we're going to go through by there, and that will pull the base together. So you can see how that's now pulled in together. So if you do another couple of threads to where you want the next one to be, and then we turn it over. I turn it over because I always do it on the top. You don't have to turn it over. It's just my way of working.
So just work as now. People are asking about what you're using here. I think some people didn't catch the description of the kit because I obviously didn't.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't explain the colours properly. So on your screen right now, the glue's gone and sold out, I'm afraid. On your screen right now, the details of the kit. Now I'm going to talk you through the colours you've got because I didn't, and I do apologise for that massively. You've already got the glue. The Soutache cords that you've got at an amazing price. You get 2 of each colour, and you've got the green, the lavender, the deep purple. So that's purple pansy, that one's called. How do I know that one? How do I know that colour of that one?
You've done something else with someone.
The plum, that's really lovely, isn't it? So those are the colours that you've got. No, and you've got the dusky pink there. So you get all of these colours times 2. You also get your beading thread, and you get 2 lots. Your beading thread, your monofilament, your elastic, and actually Alison's using the monofilament to stitch right now. 2 lots of your gemstones. You get real pearls and shell pearl, and then you get your backing foundation as well, your backing felt too. So you got everything. It's beautiful. Isn't it silky? I love that.
Is it the ultra suede, isn't it, this one?
Ultra suede, sorry. Yes,
gorgeous.
You're right.
And the colour is amazing.
It is
I
amazing.
almost wanted to just make that a feature of it.
I wanted to make a pair of gloves out of it. It feels so soft. So you got all of that for $23.95. Now, we're very, very busy today. We always are when Alison's here. So we do. You've got over £32 worth of value. 1 P&P all day. Definitely grab this if you're into Soutache, or if you're looking now thinking, oh my gosh, well, you don't want to leave this to chance because it could sell out before the end of Alison's demonstration, in which case you will have missed out and you won't be able to replicate the exact same piece that Alison's made here, and of course the beautiful bracelet, all from this kit. And you definitely don't want to miss out on that. TNG C26. Have a look at the beautiful bracelet as well. You've got so much scope for design in this. So you've got a traditional beaded chain there, traditional Soutache, with the Alison Tarry Soutache. I'm going to call it Tarry Tash.
Tarry Tash. No, sure I got rid of it. No close-ups, please.
What can I call it? What can I? Oh, it's no good. I can't. That's what it's called from now on.
Tarry Tash.
Tarry Tash. And, we're talking about the way she does her Soutache and nothing else. Let's be clear about that.
No. Fine.
No,
so
what are you up to?
Right.
What are you doing?
So you keep going down the length, and what you have to be careful of is you can get in a bit of a knot with it, and you just have to watch your thread. It's very difficult because it's see-through. But it's fine, you can just undo it. And if you, like me, and not paying attention, you can see where that's gone a bit awry. So this piece...
Well, only you would have seen that.
This piece is... Now, for me, that's not good enough. I'd undo
so what
that.
do I do?
You can either undo it, or if you just pull it up...
Oh, you can rearrange it?
And then go back through the ditch properly. Hang on, if I pull that up there, go through my ditches, and then go properly through that one, because I completely missed that last one. It will then pull properly. There you go, and then you're back on track. So don't panic if it goes slightly wrong. And you just keep going down for as long as you want, or as long as this end lasts, and then you get your branch.
Fantastic.
Your leaf branch.
We've got a top tip from a jewellery maker who says, I'm not sure which jewellery maker it is. Do you remember what jewellery maker it was? She'll tell me in a minute. It's if you steam your monofilament, it makes it behave.
Oh, right.
So when you go into the steam room, take it with you.
I shall.
That was Linda in Sussex. Thank you, Linda in Sussex. Steam it with an iron?
Or a steamer. Take it in the shower with you. Take it in the bath if you have hot baths. I'll not carry on down that because it's exactly the same
thing.
All the way down.
There's a lot of commotion going on Facebook and everything. You know why? Somebody bought the interchangeable hammer for £35. Is that real? Somebody's put it on Facebook. Go to Facebook now, our Facebook page. Somebody bought this, and can I have the little heads as well, my dear heart? They're in the bowl. Thank you, darling. Oops. This interchangeable hammer.
I can believe it.
For 35 nicker.
But you're getting a lot for your hammer.
What? So actually, you think £35 isn't unreasonable? Actually,
no.
When you think
when
about
you
it.
said the price, so you could have knocked me down with a feather because I know I paid more than that.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I bought mine quite a long time ago.
We've only got a little bit of stock of that left. You know what? You've got to be quick. It takes 4 months for us to reorder these. $7.95, and somebody bought this for £35. Unbelievable, wonderful tool. This is great for so many things. We will work. You've got to be quick if you want it. You can miss out. £7.95. I reckon by the end of this hour, those will have completely sold out and you'll have missed your opportunity. FCG X57. The details are going on the bottom of your screen. Let's continue with the wonderful Alison Tarry.
I can't believe I've got wire working tools next to me and I'm not working with anything. I can go, let me just show you.
In a minute you can use them. In a minute, I'll let you.
Right, when you got to the end, so I'm going to imagine I've done my length. As you can see, I've added it in because you're limited with the length of soutache, and really you don't want 10 yards to try and then make it into one piece. So you do it in little sections, but then you just add them in. Now, on the first one I did, you'll see the difference, and I decided to leave it to show you the difference. If you turn it round
to this one,
no, on the back, turn it over.
Oh, around, sorry. Oh, Jenny.
Right.
Come on, Jenny.
You can see the difference. I overlaid it on that one.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit untidy, and then that one I fed it in. So you see how I just looped it. It's not horrendous. It was okay. I was all right with that.
And you've always got your backing felt.
Yeah. You could have put a piece of backing felt over that. To be fair, it doesn't. You know, it's not going to cause a problem.
Offend anyone.
But if you go to the opposite side, I actually melded it in. You have to come up a bit.
Finger.
Come up.
There we are.
There you go. So there is the join.
So you've integrated it into that one.
So I've integrated it in. So I'll show you how to do that.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. I love this. Got a lovely outfit that I'll go with.
Right. Let me just. So the ends again, I'd have glued them.
Okay, with the glue, which is now sold out.
And have it dry, and then I just bent them under both sides, and then stitched it. So you've got a nice flat. Let me just quickly stitch this one, and then we can add that onto the other one. So it's exactly the same principle. I've just bent them over, and I'm stitching through all of the ditches, keeping them parallel. You have to watch that it doesn't do like this and sneak out.
Just pop it back in if it does.
Because it's not glued, so it's starting to fray already. It's quick how quick that does actually go. So let's stitch all that in. If you do find you've got bits like that, these were great. Tell you what, I never tried on it, the zapper.
Oh, the zapper.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm sure that'd stop it fraying.
That would sort the men from the boys, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Right, just make a mess there. So now we've got our little branchlet. I found the bit at the top and branchlet where I wanted to put it, and literally I slid it in to there. I'll hold that up
rather
for you.
than overlapped it.
Yeah,
that works
so I actually
better,
put it into the gap and then literally just stitched it in. So
are you a sewer by trade? Do you like a sew?
Oh, I've sewed, I've crafted all sorts. So yeah, I have done a lot of sewing in the past.
So I should send you the holy trousers my daughter came home from school in yesterday. It's like, what am I supposed to do with these?
So now you're getting a bit of a thicker bit, and I'm going through the leaf there and the leaf there, and I'm going through all of them at the same time. But as you say, it just goes through, if you get your angle right, and it'll just go through all the troughs with no trouble whatsoever. All the ditches troughs. All
the ditches troughs.
I'm having horse troughs in mine.
Or pig troughs.
God, first she goes on about my moustache, now she goes on about my pig troughs.
Your pig troughs? I don't know what that means, and I'm pretty sure we don't want
a pig trough.
Yeah, your pig trough.
Yeah, well, you feed your kids.
Though, have you?
No, no, I've got a spare piece of monofilament there. I'm going to cut that off.
You haven't got pigs, but you've got monofilament.
No, I've got a Labrador. What's this?
Similar to a pig?
Eats everything.
I've got a friend who's got some wieners. I might bring you in. Trading wieners in the car park at work.
At the risk of sounding like Sammy, my friends had a couple of wieners.
She ate them, didn't she?
Not yet. We've got to pick up our leg. Can't wait. Sorry. But I don't think it was named.
Yeah.
Oh no, she did. Itchy and Scratchy, she called them. Sorry. Poor Steve.
Poor Steve. R.I.P. Steve.
Yeah. But it tasted nice though. Anyway, moving swiftly on. See, I was paying attention yesterday.
All right, we're definitely not allowed to mess around. We're naughty.
Right. See,
We're
that's
on the
actually.
naughty step at JewelleryMaker, you and I.
Well, we.
Yeah.
That's actually really strong. I've got quite a lot of tension in that. I'm really pulling.
Yeah, I can see. You can see you pulling.
And it's not going anywhere. And apart from the fact of where I, messed it up because I hadn't glued it, it would look quite flush. But that's there because I messed up because I hadn't glued it. So if we look at it that side, it's a lot better. And it blends in. So if you take your time with it, make sure you've glued your ends and let it set, and then stitch those ends in. You don't see it. It just seamlessly carries on.
I love this, and let's have a look at that seamless. I'm going to turn it over actually, and you'll see it.
There's 4 or 5 pieces of green in there.
And we can only see the one seam because that's the first one that you did, which was the one we're looking at now.
Yeah.
But actually, if you look at this side here, so look how fluid that is. So there's the one seam that you're seeing.
There's another one at the top of the flowers, just by here. Just by your finger there. There you go.
Fantastic,
so it blends in, and from the front, and if you're putting flowers on, you're never going to see it. So
now we've got some more foundation.
Oh right.
So the foundation is ultra suede actually, isn't it?
It is.
Not foundation, it's ultra suede that I've got here, and it's the chocolate. I have got the cafe au lait. I've got the cream. Oh, it's making me want to go to France and drink coffee. I had my first espresso the other day. Well, second espresso. And you've got your aubergine. Gorgeous.
Absolutely adore it. As a teddy bear maker as well, it's perfect for making paws.
Oh, paws.
Yeah, that's what I make my
Do you
paws
make
out
teddies?
of. I make teddies.
Oh.
I knit teddies, and I also make
Tarry teddies. Tarry teddies.
It's where I get my people who've had emails from me. It's where I get my email address because I knit teddies. So my email address is Granny Woolly.
Granny Woolly, I love it.
So I've got a little knitted teddy in a rocking chair.
I mean, not imagining a little granny doing that, and that's not you. You're a fraud.
I know.
No.
It quite often fools people. They're like, oh.
You're Granny Woolly. XLG C24 Ultra Suede Foundation sheet, which is so yummy
Beautiful.
to touch. £8.95. Now these are great for loads of different haberdashery reasons, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
Alison?
and jewellery reasons. I mean, mixing that in with some wire work on a cuff, absolutely stunning. With that, and I love it. Is that a pack on its together?
Yeah. £2.24 each, and it's so soft.
It is beautiful. Honestly, the feel of it.
Is it made out of actual suede? Because it's soft as.
I'm trying to think. I don't know whether ultra suede is or not. Gosh, I've used it for years.
Isn't it wonderful?
I think it's Look at those colours.
They're 8.5 by 4.25. And you get the 4-pack, so they're great for paws. I want some gloves made out of these.
You'd need a couple of pieces. My mum used to make gloves.
Are these a good size? These ones as well?
Oh yeah, they're great. But for gloves, not so much.
No.
Well, you could make gloves out of them actually. But yeah, they're fantastic because you can do a lot of the stuff that you're doing with, for a cuff, a basis. You can bead on top of it. You could put some stunning beads on top of that. Absolutely stunning. Can you imagine that rutile quartz you had earlier? Was it rutile? No, rutile topaz, wasn't it? With the purple.
Gorgeous.
How rich would that look? We're back to.
Does it matter which side I use? No, it doesn't, does it?
No,
'Cause they're both the same.
There is a nap on it.
There is a nap.
Yeah, so
yeah.
But no, it doesn't matter.
It just feels
Absolutely.
great.
I know,
You want to just
I love
stick
it.
your face on it and go to sleep on it, don't you?
It's good. Anyway, stop distracting me. Flowers.
Sorry.
Right, to do the flowers. Now they're
Oh,
all
this bit I want to concentrate
right.
on, okay.
They're all slightly different, and I keep knocking that. They're all slightly different. You can do as many bits in the petals and as many petals as you like. So I'll show you the principle, and then you can go.
Intricate.
You can go to town on it.
Think of this, because some of them you've used different colours on.
I got the idea from quilling.
Quilling?
Yeah, quilling.
What's quilling? Like quilting?
Quilling is paper craft. So you use very thin strips of paper and you put them.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I do know what quilling is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Japanese thing,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you can have a look, and there's a picture. I've seen it ages and ages ago, and I tried making it with wire, and I haven't succeeded. But I'm going to have another go now. We've got the square wire because I think that will work better than the round wire. Anyway, it's besides the point.
She's full of golden nuggets.
Besides the point. And this picture is of this flower, and it's. I reckon it would come out about this big if I did it in Soutache, and I think it would be absolutely stunning. And you have lots and lots of loops in it, and then you have an edge round it, like quilling, same sort of principle, but like Soutache as well. So it's exactly the same principle. But when I started making these, so I started doing some loops, and I was going to do some daisy shapes and things like that. And when I was pulling it, I pulled it a bit tight, and I thought, oh, do you know what? That looks quite Art Deco-y. You know the way the flowers go? They're almost
here, like where they ruffle in.
Yeah, almost what's his name? William Morris type flowers.
Yes, now you've excited Martha. Yes.
Do you see what I mean? That sort of shape-wise was going on, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I could really play with that, and I loved it. And then I played with the different shapes. So the button at the back is a lot more dense. So if you
I was just going to say that exact same thing. The button at the back has got more
very
dense.
But it had to be to be able to hold, because
it's functional.
It's functional as
it's
well.
Functional.
So there's a lot more, and I don't know what you call the little veins. Let's call them veins in the petals, because they're almost like the veins of a flower.
I think they are veins in the petals.
So the little veins in the petals, you cram them in, and you get less open areas, and that makes it more dense. And the purple one at the bottom is also a 5-vein one, not a 3-vein one.
A 5-veiner and a 3-veiner.
I'm inventing this up as I go along.
Remember, this is Tarry Tash.
Right.
Now, a lot of you that missed out on the cement GS precision glue, we're going to give you the thread zapper, which won't glue things together, but it will stop the fray. So we're going to give you that. We got the thread zapper too, and we got a little bit of it. Do you use your thread zapper?
Yeah. I actually bought one for John, because he uses it in his line of work. I got
John, your husband, Mr. Tarry.
Mr.
What's
Tarry.
he doing with the thread zapper?
He builds and makes little metal figures and plastic figures, and for games and wargaming and stuff like that. He sells them all over the world.
Wow!
And when you get they call them a sprue. They come on a piece of plastic. The plastic ones, obviously, not the metal ones, and they're like Airfix models, or they're like make-up models, but they all get little nicks at the end, and he uses the zapper to get rid of those ends.
Oh, lovely! Make it all seamless.
Yeah. So I bought him a zapper, but
so there's a load of things that we don't even realise the thread zapper's great for.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is good. Edges, again, haberdashery. I mean, you've always got that little thread coming off. You can
fab.
With a thread zapper, and it melts it back in and it stops it reeling. We're just waiting for Martha. This is the thread zapper 2 that we're going to give to you. It always reminds me of the Little Shop of Horrors, like the Audrey 2. You put the batteries in, it comes with just an AA battery, screw it on, and then you're ready to go. It's always £8.45 for you. You press the button, it glows up. Little puff of smoke when you first turn this on, which I like. It means it's working. It makes you feel a little bit inventive, like Mr. Majika. You put it on. Puff. Puff. Come on, Hannah Osborne. Puff. There we are. There we go. I like that. It's like a soldering iron almost. And then you just put it in. Don't be scared, Martha. Is that scary? She said, no, it's wonderful. It won't burn you or anything. Lonely Whip, watch this. Yeah, right close to that knot. You can do this with the Soutache as well. So let's carry on with the flowers. I know you wanted flowers.
Right, again, I've started it the same, knotted my monofilament and pulled it through between a loop. And I'll then just go back over to fix that in position. So, come here. Like I say, monofilament has. I've come to terms. I've come to an agreement with my monofilament at home.
Which is what?
That it behaves itself, or
else.
It
gets melted.
Yeah. To be fair, once you start going with it, you get into the habit of, like I just did then, automatically moving it out of the way so you don't put your needle through it. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my needle back through, and then I'm going to start adding loops onto it for the petal. Now, so I've got, if I do a 3-1, and then you can build up from a 4. So I'm going to have a big petal in a big loop in the middle. And again, you can change the shape
you can.
of your...
Just by moving it.
Yeah, if you do that, you'd have a very long, thin one.
Yeah.
If you fetch it
You've
down...
got a mixture of thin and flats in here.
So if you fetch it down, you're having a much more even petal.
It's amazing what you've done.
Okay, so I quite like the big scraggly ones. Now what I've done at the other end...
Scraggly. They're not scraggly, they're really neat.
If you watch at the bottom end, I've done a little loop, then a big loop.
On purpose?
On purpose, because when you've got all your petals, if you did them all flat, you'd have a hole in the middle.
And they wouldn't go around properly,
No,
would they?
you'd be left with a hole in the middle
Yeah.
you've got to fill, which you can fill with beads.
big gemstone.
Or like on the bracelet that you're wearing, it's a double one. So
so you could just put that on top?
you could put that on top, and
Did
you'd
you
have
do
to...
these petals individually? Yeah, you did, and then put them
One,
together.
now, I did one of them individually, and then I thought, hang on a minute, surely I can do these one at a time, all together. So I do a flower at a time now. So it's just continuous.
So it's easier.
Yeah.
I love it, Alison. It's amazing, is this?
It's one of those things, once you start playing, you start learning. Now that's if we do a 3-1, that's my first petal. Do not panic if they're all slightly different, because by the time you stitch them, they're all going to be different shapes anyway.
Were you panicking then when you first did it? You think,
I was like, were they all?
working?
And then I'd be measuring it to see if that one was the same level as that one, and forget about it.
Actually, flowers are organic. They're never level.
Yeah.
They're not butterflies. They're not completely symmetrical. Even butterflies aren't, are they?
So whilst you don't want them, massively twice the size of the previous petal, unless you're deliberately doing a flower with twice the size of the previous petal. So once you've got your petal on, I haven't stitched that one through, have I?
I've just got to give everybody, I'm so sorry to interrupt. You can't see the code on the website. We're getting a few people sending us some text in. For the thread zapper, it's T, Tango, Romeo. So let me start again. Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Delta 84. That's T, R, B, D 84.
Do you know what? The help centre here and the ordering centre, whenever I phone up, they have a whale of a time when I phone up, because I can never remember the proper phonetic alphabet. So I'm like, Pando, house, Alison.
Make up words that aren't actually anything. Yeah.
But at least they know what word I'm saying. I
Cake.
can hear them all, they're killing themselves laughing on the phone. If I can cheer anybody's day up. So,
oh yeah.
You've gone through about 3 times, like we did with the green leaf. To fix that now, that's a petal.
Okay.
Okay? So we then put it back through, and we're going to add on the next petal.
So you're three loops is a petal.
I've done 3 loops on this one. Some I've done 5 on. You could do 7 on. Some you can have 5. I wouldn't go less than 5 petals. And don't forget, one of them you want to be a bit longer. So, and don't worry if you get to the bend, because it's wrapped around there, you get natural kinks in it. If you just do, you do the same as you do with wire. If you just do that, you get rid of it. So we'll do another one.
So while you're doing the same as what you did, now I did say I was going to do these rings as a quarter past, and we've already had 23 text messages asking why we haven't done them yet. So I apologise for my rudeness on that. Trying not to interrupt, that's why.
Being very well behaved.
I'm very well behaved. Yeah, I'm trying.
Best behaviour today, isn't it?
I know this. It won't last. It won't last, Alison, Tarry. You have got now. These are great. These ring displays are. Alison,
oh, I love those.
You make a lot of rings, so you can talk first hand, can't you?
Yeah, I love them, because if you put a ring down, especially where the ones I do tend to sort of have a bit either side of the shaft. They're not flat. So they don't sit right on a table, so they're always wonking all over the place. These are great, and because I do ones that quite often go down your finger, you've got quite a lot of length there that you can put a ring down.
Detail.
Yeah, fabulous.
Now you're also getting, I'm going to show you what you get. We're going to give you the price, because these will sell out, I reckon, straight away. My producers just said, don't natter too much, everyone's going to buy these straight away. So you've got all your sizes on there. If you're making rings for somebody and they don't know what their size is, all you've got to do is ask, so that's too small for me. Oh, I'm an N, just in case anyone wants to know, I'm an N. There we are, for naughty. Now you've got all the sizes right up to the really large ones. These could work in so many different ways for you as well. Can you imagine using these? I mean, and they also come apart for you to put on your keyring thingy majiggy if you want to. There we go. That's supposed to come off. No, it's supposed to do that, Martha, because you've got to be able to open it. I told Martha off. She's like, oh, don't tell me off. Yeah, it's supposed to be the other way around, sorry. It's like that at home with me and my daughter. She tells me off. So you've got your ring sizes, you've got your acrylic ring display stands, all yours. We're going to put the graphics on, and these are going to sell out pretty much straight away. MTGC 27, the ring deal. You absolutely need this. Now, you've never ever seen this on air before. It's brand spanking new, never been seen before. Only £7.95.
That's very, especially with the ring display units
with
as well.
The 3 ring displays as well. £7.95.
Even if you don't do craft fairs or things, just having those on your bedside table.
To put your rings
on.
Or photographing
as
well.
Or photographing, if you want to photograph your rings, perfect. Especially the clear, they're perfect.
The phone lines are going bananas. These are expected to sell out within about 4 minutes, probably less. Sammy, guest designer, also killer of Steve, says, hi gorgeous ladies, I always have a ring sizer with me at every craft fair.
Yeah.
I can make them a ring on the spot, and that's wonderful. Sammy, guest designer, was on yesterday, and it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes you look more professional. You get to display professionally, you get the professional tools for them to ring size. It makes you look more professional. Sold out and gone.
Yeah, there's a surprise.
And
there's a surprise.
I wanted more.
Well,
that's why I had that little
so
tantrum
handy.
earlier.
Yeah, they're so handy. Right, I've done 3, and you can see how your flower's starting to develop. You've already got half a flower there. Now, in actual fact, you could just make petals like that, and you could bunch them up and actually build up a flower just like that without the edging. It's still going to look pretty. And as you can see where I've got the middle ones, do you see what I mean? These longer bits are filling in the gap.
Yes, so that's why it was important to have long, short, long, short, long, short.
Because look where the other bits are.
Yeah,
you've got quite a big hole there.
Yeah.
And then you can just gather those together and stitch them.
And actually that helps with the initial shape of them to actually move around, doesn't it?
It pulls in. Right, so I'm going to leave that one there and move on to the next bit.
Okay, so we're going to repeat that until we got a full flower, yeah? Oh, not yet. We've got a full row.
We've got a full row, but I want to show you how you do the edge. So this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 bunches of 3.
7 bunches of 3. Now, like I say, you can do 5. You can do lots. The more, what did we call them? Veins in the petal.
Veins.
The more veins in the petal, the more the bigger your petal's going to be.
Yes.
So if you want it to be loose, so you could actually put 2 of them together and have quite big petals.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you wanted. But if you wanted them smaller petals, then that's when you start losing your holes. Which again isn't bad. The one on the back is. It's just different. I just really love the way.
The one on the back she put together so we get a nice dense flower.
Yeah.
Then if you want it to look more organic, I love that though. I've got to say, I'd love to sew that into, you know, if you're making Christmas presents for people, sewing that into something, little girl's hairband or something like that. I mean, it'd just be beautiful. I say little girl, my daughter still loves things like that, you know.
Little brooches. You can make
brooches. I
fab
love
brooches with
love
these.
A brooch. And they're so wintry brooches, aren't they?
Yeah. These are so versatile.
You'll use that flower technique in a million different things.
I will.
Won't you?
Yeah.
And when I've convinced someone to marry me, I might have them in my hair. Who knows?
Well, there you go. You heard it here first.
I don't want to get married. I do sometimes. Just change my mind every day.
Right. So what I've done, I'll show you with this side, is the end when we finished our loops. I've taken it and started stitching around the outside. Okay. So I've literally just gone through the outside one and that loose end and followed that round. Now, foolishly, I started this one. Let me get to the bottom of this one, and then I can show you how we start properly, because that was very silly starting it. I changed my mind, you see.
Yeah, but that's a great thing about jewellery making. You change your mind, you can change your design, you can change what the actual purpose is.
Hang on, let's go down the bottom there. Right, now we're effectively, let's ignore the fact that that first one's done. we're ignoring that one and we're saying this is our first petal.
We're getting a question about the foundation board. I'm just about the suede, ultra suede. It's ultra suede. There is no animal in that.
So it's.
That was anonymous. And if that was you, Sammy, then you'll be disappointed to know there's no animal in that. Not really. There's no Steve was heard. No, it's totally. It is a synthetic material. Very, very soft, but you don't need to worry. If you are against things like that, then this is fine for you.
Now you did the leather
Poor
test
Sammy.
on it.
Yeah, of course I did, straight away.
Yeah. It's the best thing about stables was the smell of the leather.
Martha didn't know about the story with Sammy. Sammy was telling me about her chickens. She had a cocker called Steve, used to attack her every day. So do you know what she did? She ate him. And I said that it was against my policy to eat anything that I'd given a name to. You know, family members, stuff like that. She doesn't have that policy. If you're rude, she's going to eat you.
I do draw a name. I couldn't eat a pet. I couldn't eat a pet, but I do eat meat, so I could eat something that had been bred for the pot.
Yeah.
But I couldn't eat something that I've nurtured and fed and
that's Sammy.
made friends
Sammy,
with.
everybody. She said she wasn't friends with him. He was horrible.
But go on.
I've got these lovely scissors.
Fab.
Have you used these before?
I have now, and I couldn't find my scissors at home. So when I was trimming those, and if you look very. No, it was on the Victorian one.
Show us how wonderfully this trims, because I
was trying to cut it.
I'm going to show you this. Now, this cuts like so many. They were originally bought in for leather, but we've noticed that they cut so beautifully, so accurately. We were talking about, who was it I gave these to and they were using them? No, which guest designer was it that was using these and they were like going crazy for them? I can't remember. Now, I'm going to undo these. I'm going to ask you to just have a little bit of a snip with them and tell me, because they are wonderful. They really are wonderful, these scissors.
They're very comfy for a start. That's one thing you notice. Because some of them you've got two little fingers in. So they're very comfy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the circle that we'll put on the base of the flower.
Okay.
So I have
lovely.
See, it goes through like butter.
I bought these to you 2 months ago and they sold out in one show. And it was in April. I can't remember what we were cutting.
Leather?
30th of April. What was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't for leather. It was for something completely different.
Sari silk?
It could have been. It wasn't foils. It wasn't sari silk. It was something else. It'll come to me.
The thing I like is you get that, so you know that
beautifully sharp.
Yeah, you know it's going. Sometimes you do a scissors and there's no noise, and you know they're not actually touching each other, so you're not going to get a good.
You need that nice crisp.
I have a very bad habit when I'm cutting stuff, especially if I'm cutting out fabric. My jaw starts going. If I've got to cut out a lot of fabric, my jaw aches because
like when you put your mascara on. $4.95 for quality scissors like that is remarkable. And I can say they cut manes and tails very beautifully as well. I can say that. Loads of you are with us. It's so lovely to see you. Can you remind me who it was I gave these scissors to? You know, it was like a day I gave you the flush cutter scissors and we were all excited.
Don't. I noticed.
It was friendly plastic with Liz Welch. Yes, these cut friendly plastic like you would not believe. Thank you, Karen.
I'm not surprised. They're really, really nice.
Yes, Liz loves these as well. They are wonderful. Yes, it was friendly plastic.
But the thing is, if you want to
you do little tiny snippers.
The little merest little snip. So when you're trimming your ultra suede from round the base, certainly on the other piece I've done, you'll see where I was using these because I could not find a decent pair of scissors in the house. You
were talking about the handle of these. Now, how many of us are like this with little puny blinking scissors? I have got stalk scissors, but these are better than stalk scissors because I get my all fingers and thumbs in. Now, I have got these, and I'll be honest with you, they're down the yard and they cut open bales of hay and they cut manes and they cut tails, the same pair, and they have not blunted since we got them in stock when we launched the leather. Right. They're amazing. I even have cut, thick leather with the stirrup ends I've cut with these, which are really thick and they go straight through. They are amazing scissors. If you're not even using these for jewellery making, Get 2 of them. Have one for the household things. They are amazing scissors. Nice short ends, so you've got the little nippers, and huge, great big handles, so you can put your whole hand in there. Now, if you work with stalk scissors like I do, you're like this. It's puny. It's annoying. It's puny snips. Puny snips. These are big snips that mean it when you snip it. Look at that. They're wonderful crafty scissors, and they're only £4.95. We don't like a puny snip, do we?
Don't.
There's nothing worse than a puny snip.
We like a scissors that's sharp at the end, so you can do your little,
monofilament,
a little
your Soutache.
tiny
Let me
nip.
snip with them. Oh, straight through that Soutache. Beautifully. £4.95. Wonderful.
Tiny. Anyway, right, crack on. So, when we're going round the edge, if you do almost a running stitch, now if you do that, you'll notice that the outside one's going to go further than the inside one, and that's where you start getting your shapes.
So now you're making shapes now, not in a dance floor way.
No. So now, and you can just let it float, and if you pull it, it'll scrunch it up. And
this is what you were talking about earlier about the Art Deco flowers. When you start to ruche the edges, you might change that period. You might think, oh, I want to go quite Victorian. I want to do this. Soutache was used first of all in the French cavalry, wasn't it? I think, and it was very Parisian to have it in the home and all over you. You know, the French are so stylish. So we got the Welsh coming up for you later.
I'm Welsh.
Oh, she's Welsh, look.
Hello, I'm Welsh.
I know, but you're a bit like that these days, you're not authentic.
I know. I live... cheeky madam.
I can't believe it, she's moved from Wales and suddenly she hasn't got the accent anymore.
No, I still live in Wales.
You used to, yeah.
I still live in Wales.
Oh, you still live in Wales?
Yeah.
Flintshire. Where are you? Oh, Hannah's coming up for you later. She's Welsh, I love her. That's Hannah, everybody. Have you seen Hannah yet?
I've not met the other Hannah.
She's a lovely girl. She's a lovely girl. She's a mummy. You'll like her. She's got a little boy, Ocean. Now.
Right, so I've caught the 2 together as I've come round the top. I've come between the veins, caught it together, and now I'm going to start on the big one. And I'm going right into the corner because I don't want it to be separate. So I've gone right into the corner, and I'm going to pull that right down. Yeah, so can you see how that's gone?
Now,
so we haven't got a gap.
In the flower where you've got 2 tones, this is actually a different colour. You've changed it, haven't you?
Yes.
And I just want to look at that. For anybody at home that's thinking, well, did I have 2-toned Soutache? So I looked at that and thought you might have the 2-toned one.
No,
you didn't. What you've done on the outside of this one, in fact, is just changed. I love that maroon with that pink. It's gorgeous.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Beautiful.
And how different does it look if you put the black round the outside, the darker round the pale, or the pale round the dark? Gives you a totally different feel.
Totally different look. It's just stunning. I love that we're using
that
this.
one very much, can you?
I was thinking, should we put it on a white? But I want to bring it in with those colours. Right, what you do? Sorry, I don't want to miss anything.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't want to miss.
So literally, you'd go all the way round. We'll speed up now because we've been gassing again. Can't imagine us ever gassing.
I'm finding this very hard not to just natter with you and fits of giggles. So jewellery makers, I'm sat on my chair.
She's come to tell us off.
No, she's not.
Oh,
we're
that's
good.
all right then.
We're being good.
Look at that colour.
Give me that Soutache cord, you. Come on, I know you're after me scissors. You can't have them. Martha, everybody, slap cheek. That's what she's got. She's got a slap cheek. She's getting over it now. She's not feeling great. It's measles related, isn't it?
What was that?
Cheek?
Yeah. What was that other nickname she had?
What was the other nickname she had? Was it from me? Martine?
Was it?
What was it? I don't know.
Oh, I'm not saying
I'm
now.
not sure you're supposed to say in front of her
I'm not
anyway.
saying now.
Marsha.
Yeah.
Marth Vader, yeah, Marth Vader. That's what she got called in the other workplace where she was particularly strict. She's not so strict anymore. She's got old, she can't be bothered anymore. She's got less energy. She's got slap cheek disease.
Bless her.
She can't do it. It's all very lovely, said Martha, crying into the microphone.
But get on with the Soutache. So we follow that all the way round, and we're running out of time now, aren't we? You've got some other colours there.
I've got some more. You do that then.
Right.
Is that all right? Or do you need to show something vital, or are you doing the same thing?
No, I'm going to get this to a point where I can show you how to put the back on.
All right, my doll. I'm going to give you some more Soutache colours. And I bet you actually think to yourself now, Alison, I need more.
Oh, I do.
I need more.
I do need more Soutache.
Look at that. That's one of my favourites. Very French, you know.
Look at that green.
Look at British racing green. Very nautical there. I've got the blue. I've got the British Racing green. I have the nudie colour as well. I have got the nudie rudies. That's what you say when you're a mum. Nudies. Oh, it's called English Rose. Is it? I'm calling it nudie. You have got British Racing green. You have got the very Parisian stripe of different coloured blues, different coloured pinks, and you've got the Kermit green. I'm loving this Kermit.
Soutache Kermit.
Soutache Kermit. You know it's happening.
A frog.
Do I want a silly prize? Do I? Do I, Marsha? Yes, I do, darling. IZGC09. Martha gets annoyed when people call her Marsha. I love the name Marsha. $6.95.
Wow.
That's a pocket money. How long are these?
What can you get for that though? You can barely get a magazine for that these days.
Oh, you can't.
They're
They're
about
$4.25 the ones I want. I don't get them anymore.
They're about 3-4 meters, is it? 3 meters?
It's in yards. Look, 3
Oh, is
yards.
it? Oh, right.
70 yards of each one.
Oh, is
3
there?
millimeters. Oh, it's not. It's 3 yards. I was right. 3 yards each. 3 yards. That's about 2 3/4 meters, isn't it? About 2 3/4 meters each. If you're working in yards, it's 3 of them.
It's
£1.35 a pack at this price.
And you get
39.
You'd get a couple of flowers easy out of each pack.
Good value for money. Good
Definitely.
quality.
Definitely. You see, look at that little bracelet. It's only a simple little bracelet.
If we don't draw too much attention to that, because I'm going to try and steal it.
Oh, sorry. But that's going to be £10.
Oh my gosh!
Do you know what I mean?
Alison,
It's
I
gotta
would
be
have
at
paid
least £10.
something pounds for that, and known I'd have got. Listen,
Yeah, but
don't
I'm in the
undersell
northwest.
it.
I'm in the northwest. Don't forget.
Yeah, but online.
Online. Yeah, online. But even if you just made 2 flowers and put them on earring hooks, which I was going to do, but I had no findings, and made 2 little earrings. How fab would that be?
Gorgeous.
You know,
it's so feminine. We all go, oh, over them. Oh, Violet. Something about Violet in the. Violet's got this, and that's Martha. We fight over the name of Violet in case I have more children, in case she has one. Well, I think I'm going to breed before you, if anything. I'm not going to. I'm just not going to happen. It's a lovely conversation, isn't it?
You heard it here first.
I might just have a child to annoy Martha more than anything else.
Not a good reason.
It's not, no. Have them for love. You can't help but love them anyway when they come back. Even though they're chopsy, still love them.
Right, so we've got a higgledy-piggledy petal. Now, I'm just going to do that.
Wait a minute, let's see that again. Can you undo that? Watch this, watch this. This is the effect Alison has on a petal. Watch.
Now, if you keep that going, you can pull it.
Isn't it wonderful?
So you can ruche it as much as you want, or you could leave it even without the ruching. It causes
ruffly, isn't it?
it causes shapes. So you'd carry on with that all the way round.
So ruffle as you go.
Ruffle as you go.
Where did you start with that? You just put it in at an angle and then
I put it in from the end, because I've used it continuously.
Yes,
and then I just turned it back on itself and started at the end and went all the way back round to the other end again.
Okay.
Then what I'd do is feed it through the long ones. You know, we've left all these long ones. I'd just catch the long ones. Right. And pull them together. Okay, hang on. Let me just unwind myself. Okay, and you can see it starts coming in now. Now you can have it so that see that you're getting this really 3D effect. You can have that as well. And that's all because we've left these long bits. Now it's not going to be perfect. Whoops. Make sure you don't catch the end one. Okay, so, and your tails, because you'll have 2 tails, or 4 if you've used the other colour, just all tie in at the back, and you just go round a few times to pull it in, and you tweak your shape as you go along. And all I'm doing is going through the end bits that we've left dangling, and you tweak it as you go along, and then you get your petal, your flower. What are we doing?
It's beautiful.
Your flower, right. Okay, so we've got, as you can see, that's not going to be very pretty. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit holy. So that's where, and we've got this here.
Oh, that's why we need
so that's
our ultra suede.
Yeah. So what I did was I'd fetch these in
Yeah. What do you do with them once you fetch them in?
Fetch
glue
them in
place or what?
I glued them. I didn't glue them to glue them in place because they're going to be covered. I just glued them so that they wouldn't fray.
So they behaved.
Yeah. Can I borrow the scissors? They're much better than my snip.
Of course, aren't they good?
Those
We've
are-
only got 30 pairs and it was back in stock for the first time since April. We've got 30 pairs of those amazing scissors left.
They are
So
lovely.
you chose them over those little snipper-doodahs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right, and then we'd pop that
They're not just for leather, by the way.
over the top. Now I trimmed mine so that I couldn't see it. So when
Yeah.
you thought I hadn't used it, I'd actually trimmed it
Yeah,
down
yeah,
so
I
you
couldn't see
you
it,
couldn't
could
see
I?
it between the petals.
Petals. You're not riding a bike, love.
Oh, blimey, I'm having fun with my words today, aren't I?
Well, as long as we don't trip up in a bad way, we're all right. Petals, we can deal with.
And then literally I started just threading it through. Oops. I'll turn it around this way and then you can see. So what I tried to do was I'd go close on that side so you didn't see lots of beading thread, and the back wasn't quite so important. So you'd come through somewhere and then just nick it back down really close so you didn't see, like I say, loads of beading thread. I'm going to do this, whoops, really roughly to hold it in place. And then what I did, I've used on some of them just one bead in the middle. On some of them I've used 2 or 3 beads. And on one of them I did a 5 bead loop with one in the middle.
Oh yeah, here. So you've done a little daisy in the middle.
Yeah.
We've had loads of text messages.
Have we?
We have got Maria and Cumbria. Great show, ladies. I've never thought Soutache was for me, but Alison has floated my juices.
Oh, excellent. Brilliant.
Floated my juices? I've
Well.
never heard of that before. I love it. I love that. That's going to be my new thing now. I'm going to say that.
Float my
Terry and
juices.
Wrexham says, hi Jenny and
Hello,
Alison. Hi
Terry.
Terry. Love watching you two. Loving the Soutache. Please don't stop talking. I love it. It's Tarry Tash today. That's what we're calling it.
Terry's in our beading group.
Oh, hello Terry in the
Hello,
beading
Terry.
group.
If it's the same Terry, which I'm assuming it is, because it's spelt right, or it's spelt her way.
Right, we've got like 1 minute because we
Right.
talk too much. Apparently.
Okay, so all I've done with the oh god, stress now, pressure. I don't want to split this one because this is an unopened
Go on,
strand.
do it. It's all right.
So I'd put 2 or 3 in a little. I put 3 in a little Y, covering any of the lines that were in the way, and again just stitch them through, and then I took that and I stitched it. Again, you're just stitching through.
And to fasten, you've done a button style fastening. I'm going to show everybody why you're stitching that. This is how Alison has fastened. So a button style fastening, as we can see, and it goes nicely through there. But remember, gathering the petals so there's no holes, and putting the ultra suede at the back is how Alison's done it. Alison is available on Facebook. Now you are going on holiday actually soon, aren't you?
I am, yeah, but I will be on Facebook.
You'll be on Facebook, good.
The thing with the button fastening is you have to make the loop big enough for your button to fit through.
Yes, of course.
So the top loop of the one at the back, you just make a bit bigger.
Really big.
And make sure, I'd done the button first, and then I made the loop to so that it would fit through. I know that you can scrunch them a bit, but I didn't want to scrunch it too much.
Okay.
And it will sit there, so it won't come undone easily.
Right,
and that,
so
because that, I've literally gone through a few times and stitched in.
Everything you need is within the kit. Still a couple of those available. Now we've got limited amounts of the scissors that are $4.95 on your screen. We have got a very small amount of those left. They're back for the first time since April. They're probably going to sell out. They're amazing. Now I've got this coming up for you in about 2 minutes time. Wonderful chain. 1 meter. No, not one. There's more than 1 meter. 10 meter, Martha.
And can I say, I nearly
She's
didn't.
so picky. She just said in my ear, it makes a difference.
I nearly didn't put green all the way round because I was running out of green, and I was going to put like chain so you could have it with the flower piece at the bottom and then chain round your neck.
That's a good idea. It's
Again,
going to work. I mean, the thing about chain is you need it. It's always going to be there for those moments. We're going to come back after this little break with more Tarry time. Don't go anywhere.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, But being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company. We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at JewelleryMaker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Alison Tarry is at the moment asking if she can borrow the hammer because she needs it. We've only got a few of those left. They are going to sell out, I reckon, within by the end of the show. The 5-head interchangeable hammer. Now it's all about two very exciting elements. I've got a matrix box for you and I have got 10 meters of chain. I've got a brand spanking new matrix box, fresh in the building. You are going to get 4 different sizes of the ribbon ending. So this is great for your macrame, for your kumihimo, for any of your projects, even perhaps for your soutache pieces. You've also got wonderful roped T-bar clasp and a plain T-bar clasp, whoops daisy tin pots. And it comes all in the box. These are brand new in the building today in antique bronze. So you've got that lovely T-bar. You've got a nice plain one there as well. You've got fabulous chain. There you go. How many inches? Let me look at that for you, my darlings. Doop, doop, doodaloo, doo, doo, doo. There is 34 centimeters of chain. So you've also got all the different sizes of the ribbon ends as well. You get the matrix box, you get the S style on those ribbon ends, and you get 2 of the teeny ones. And you've got open jump rings as well. Really nice thick open jump rings too. All in this fabulous matrix box. Brand spanking new for you today, never seen before and at an all-time low for matrix boxes. QGA, Z75, they're only $5.95. So if you just started jewellery making, you want to try us out with these elements, here you go. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee and we are so busy today. Lots of open baskets already. Alison, these little matrix boxes with the findings, if you've just started, they're fab, aren't they?
Oh, they're fab and aren't they beautiful?
Look at the colours.
I know. It's almost... Is that what's it called? Antique bronze?
It's antique bronze, but it's got that lovely, almost
it's almost warm
copper.
Yeah, yeah, almost rose goldy. It's a very warm one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I agree with that. What would you do with these ends other than put them in ribbon? Where else can I put them?
I've actually used them in macrame before.
Yeah.
To actually gather all the ends up before.
Makes sense.
You can use them. You can flatten them out and actually hammer them.
Oh.
I've seen now. I can't remember who I saw do that first on here.
Oh.
But it's such a fab idea, and I can't remember who did it.
And would I put some strikes with my 5?
You could put some strikes.
Ended interchangeable hammer. Could I do that?
Just put some texture on it, and you could actually stamp on it. Put a little bit of texture around it.
Oh,
and actually use them as a little what they're called, you know, charm.
Your little charms, your little signature piece.
Yeah.
The hammer is at the bottom of your screen, £7.95. £5.95, a brilliant price, Alison. These are all nickel free and they are all E-coated. So you know that they're hypoallergenic for your customers. £5.95. Maybe you're just going to make jewelry for your best friends. Loads and loads of you there for this one. Remember, they do come with a box. You have got the rest of the pieces as well. We've got a little picture of everything that you get. We do. Here you are, my darling JewelleryMakers. Here is everything you get. So that's a better impression, actually, especially as I've just zoomed something halfway across the room. £5.95. Loads of you. We've only got how many left? 15? Oh, 15 jump rings is what you get in there. She's counting jump rings, that one, Martarini. £5.95 there. Your interchangeable hammer is very, very limited, and the details of which are at the bottom of your screen. Seeing lots of multi-buyers for these. Well done. I've got loads of you there. I've got Linda, Anonymous Kay, Linda and Barry. Catherine's bought 2. Kay's bought 2. Lynn, you've got yours. Nicola Maureen, another Lynn. Russell, you've got yours from St Marshall Sir Aesop. Where's that? Elaine in Berkshire. That sounds exotic. Alison Dunbar, sounds exotic, that does, don't it? £5.95. Can you Google it? Or perhaps you might ask Jeeves or Siri. Have I got everyone telling Siri he was a bumhead yesterday? Because he says you're entitled to your opinion if you call him a bumhead. Siri, if you tell him he's a bumhead. The reason I know that, ladies and gents, is because I have a 9-year-old son. So the west coast of France, West Central France, where it's all mountainous and gorgeous.
Somewhere around there, Poitiers? Yeah, near Poitiers I went.
We're staying in Dijon on our way down to south, where we're staying. I can't remember the name of where we're staying. South Ardèche kind of area. And
nice.
Was that nice? Never been there before. Will it be all right?
Yes, be lovely.
South of France, can't really go wrong.
Can't go wrong, can you?
Yeah, Dijon mustard. I think we could eat some maybe. I'm not sure. We're going to stay there halfway. Because it's a 9-hour drive otherwise. It's a long time with kids in the car.
Yes. Are you doing it in one day?
No, we're going to stay in Dijon and do the next one.
Right.
Dijon's halfway, I think. Alice, you've got 2. Now remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that you buy from us. You can use your debit card. You know what? You can use your credit card as well. You can. Which is just as well, the credit cards, if you're like me and you're like, I only live once, I'm going to get this today, I might be hit by a bus tomorrow. That's why I have a terrible attitude in life, I know. Chain, hammer at the bottom of your screen, let's do your chain. Did just I get tea? That's nice.
You did ask.
Now, you get 10 metres of chain. Alison, Tarry, why can you not live without chain?
Oh, it's just so versatile. And it makes your stuff go a lot longer, your stash. You know, you can use it to intersperse. Even if you're using wire, which I do a lot, if you just want a fine chain, it takes a long time to make a fine chain. Whereas that can just go around your neck. You can use it for decoration. I mean, those white chain ones that Gemma was doing.
My earrings yesterday.
Your earrings yesterday. I mean, those, the whole body thing that Gemma did, Gemma Crow.
And do you know what? We didn't have these in stock. And actually, she did know we were going to order these and she was waiting for them, but they didn't come in time. So she had to invest in all that chain. Amazing. Go and have a look on Gemma Crow's, but she had an amazing top neck kind of dress. And she put the chain all the way around. It looked amazing. Great for earrings if you want to snip it and snap it. You can put this in charm bracelets as well. Great for those little details if you want to do sort of Versace inspired pieces, you can. Now we had the silver today with Carol, sold out in a heartbeat. And the day before when I took over Carol, when Hattie Pants had a temperature, sold out in a heartbeat. An actual heartbeat. An actual one. DUAZ61 is your item code. You have got 10 metres. 10 metres. What do you pay for a metre in shop? Have you ever seen this, Alison? Outside of JewelleryMaker, have you ever paid for chain?
I've bought chain, but it comes in small lengths, so I think the most I've bought is like a metre. And it starts getting quite expensive.
But you're getting 10 metres here.
And it's there, you can have short bits, you can have long bits, you can use it as connectors. You don't have to worry about it.
What I like is that it's on the reel.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just spin it off the reel. It looks good on your desk as well.
Now my mum's got all her reels hang up on a piece of cord, and then you can just pull them off. Sort of pin to the wall, if you see what I mean. Pin
it to the wall. Oh yeah, and then
So there's a ribbon or something going through them.
Oh. What, through these? Here?
Yeah. So there's just like that, and then attached to the wall.
And it's on your.
Mum's got it on a wall, well, on a bookcase actually.
Like ribbon in a florist, says. Says Martha.
exactly.
If you're crafty in other ways too, this is great for card making. If you're thinking, I do quite a lot of different crafts. Wonderful, because this will work with lots of different crafts as well. It will work in conjunction with all those different mediums. Maybe you want to do a little bit of chainmail and the rest of it chain. And actually that is time saving for you. Maybe it's Soutache, you want to put your Soutache flowers on chain. I've already got loads of you multi-buying. I do think there's a large risk that this one's going to sell out. Please make sure you're on the phones quickly. Already we've had so many exciting things in today's show. £24.95, which makes it under 50 pence, under £2.50 per metre. Kay, Karen and Eric, Sheila, Jan, Stella, Marilyn, multi-buying Marie, Anonymous in Somerset, Jen, Alicia, Margaret, loads of you there. You do need to check out baskets. DUA, Z61. The price tag I'm giving you is phenomenal. Don't forget, if you've already got an open basket, you don't have to pay any more P&P. We do take credit cards, we absolutely do. Debit or credit, £24.95. We are shipping this straight out of our warehouse in the UK, in the Midlands. £24.95. Loads of you there. 10 metres is what you're getting. Now the links are 4x3, so they are perfect for adding charms onto, as you can see there. And these are great to bunch up, aren't they? Aren't they great to bunch up? Little seedy beads on jump rings, on an anklet. Do you know what? I like the bubble style bracelets, are gorgeous with these, aren't they? Bubble style, so you get the little seedy beads and you put like little clusters of them and it really moves. Look at those together. Yesterday Mark Smith gave me some earrings which were like woof, woof. No, he did. He made them especially for me. There was an hour dedicated to me on Ed's Late Show, which he had a tantrum about, which made me even happier because Ed can't wear those kinds of earrings, you see. Well, he could.
He hasn't got the neck for it, though.
He hasn't got the neck
like you
for
have,
it.
yeah, no.
I don't know, Edwina on a Friday, yeah. I'm thinking about Ed in drag right now, actually. I quite like the thought of it. £24.95. I like all of that kind of thing, though. DUA Z60. Oh! Did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. Thought it and said it. I do that a lot, you know, Martha. I do it a lot. £24.95. What do you do that you shouldn't? Text us in. We want to hear your text today. Loads and loads of you there. Great value that you're seeing. What are you going to do with this? I want to know. I want to know everything. 68777 is the number to be texting. There we are. Oh, graphics. Stop trying to play us up, you monkeys. What are you up to tomorrow? Like I said to you, I will be going down. What's happening with you tomorrow? What are you doing? We're both in London at the same time, so am I. Might bump into you. I might drive my brother's boat through where you are and go, Martha. Might happen. It might. Now, yeah, tomorrow I'm going. What are you doing tomorrow, Alison, Tarry?
I'm boat cleaning, aren't I?
Oh yeah, you're boat cleaning, ready for your boat journey.
Yeah, ready for our cruise down the canals.
Cruise down the. Hey, there's nothing better. I love it.
Oh, I love it.
Messing about on the river.
Bit of jewellery making on top.
Lovely.
It's brilliant. It's a good talking point too.
You what, my darling?
It's a good talking point too. You get in a lock and people are like, oh, what are you doing?
Making jewellery, what are you doing? Opening lock gates. I don't know why they all sound like cars. Pyrite hearts. Golden hearts. Have a look. Very Christmassy. It is Crafty Christmas. Have a look. Oh yeah, gold hearts like this can be Christmassy. Do you know what they remind me of? Those gilded antique mirrors, these do. I love them. And I've got one of those in my bathroom that my grandma gave to me and I love it. It's so beautiful. And they mix really nicely with sort of rose gold colours, don't they? What about you, Alison? I'm looking at this and it's a standard of charms and earrings. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I love pyrite, but I'd be sticking it with that antique bronze wire and really vintaging it. I just like it with the vintage. Oh, and yeah. Vintage pearls? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That gives it a softer edge, actually, Alison, doesn't it?
And that you're getting into the bridal, into the coffees and the creams and the colour like that.
I like the flat edges on these as well, because that's what makes them sort of mirror-like. They've got the most wonderful lustre, haven't they? Look at that.
Yeah, you catch the shine over here. Just even a simple pair of earrings or a ring, you know, and they're fabulous.
Very, very pretty, aren't they? Very beautiful.
Absolutely.
Look at those with the faces. And do you know what I like about these as well? They're very thick on the edge. So actually, if you wanted to run a Soutache cord along them, you can. But also you can run some nice the half domed wire around these. They'd look lovely if you wanted to give them a framing. I think these would look beautiful actually in a bracelet, just a simple bracelet. But I would space that out maybe with a bit of wire, maybe rosary link it. I think there's a lot to be said for these kinds of hearts because there's so much you can do in design with them. They'd make lovely cufflinks, cufflinks for a groom.
You could claw set them because if you had...
What, in a ring?
Yeah, in a ring or whatever, because it's opaque, you wouldn't see the drill hole. So if your wire went round the side, you could actually claw set them.
Yes.
And have a dainty little claw set ring.
That would be beautiful. Actually, I think with the copper wire, that would look really designer.
Oh yeah, that'd look stunning.
You'd have quite a Cartier look, wouldn't you, going on?
Yeah.
Double trouble. Nice. Well, it's me and Alison. It's always double trouble, isn't it? MQG C51, under £10 for the two, and they're gorgeous, and you've got to have them. £9.95. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure you're checking out baskets if you're shopping with us online here today. I know there's queues today. We are very, very busy. It is... What can we call this Thursday? Like we have Freaky Friday or Fantastic Friday. What is it? Tarry Thursday.
Tarry Thursday.
Tarry Thursday. £9.95. A wonderful price tag. You're going to put these in earrings, you're going to put these in charms, you're going to rosary link them, you're going to drape them from shoes. We're not allowed to talk about wirework shoes, but I'm gonna. It's lovely to have a heart. Russell in gorgeous France. Bonjour Russell, ça va? Jen in Berkshire. Oh, I love Camembert.
Cheese.
Claret.
Best thing about France.
No, do you know what I like? Chateauneuf de Pape. I like that. That's my brother's favourite. But he also likes foie gras, and I don't stand by that. You like a Chablis? I like a Chablis. We're talking about wine. Don't do it. It's not Friday. Helen in Sussex. I did have a nice cheeky bit of champagne last night, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know it was a Wednesday night. I was in a bad mood, wasn't I? I had it while I was talking to you in the bath, actually.
Oh, did you? You were in champers, were you?
Yeah, I felt like I needed it. £9.95.
Did you have any strawberries with it?
There were strawberries in the fridge, but I felt like I wanted to be naughty, and that would have been just ruining it. MQGC51 is your item code. £9.95. Mary, gorgeous Mary, has bought two of these. Helen and Lynn, you've got yours. Russell, Jen, anonymous in Hertfordshire, anonymous in Bedfordshire. £9.95 is what you are paying for two gorgeous strands. You know what Mark Smith always says, that hearts, flowers, and what was it? And stars always sell, because they have that sentiment. Don't forget, we have got the side drilled hearts later on. They'll go very nicely together. I think the tanzanite will work with these. Do you know what? A nice ring.
Oh, look at that. Doesn't that go nice with that colour?
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
I like that blue with the gold. Gorgeous.
That tanzanite's stunning. When you're doing that, I think I need to go to the restroom.
Are you going to disappear when I do that?
I might have to go out when you're doing that. For some reason. My bag's just over there.
Now, these could be quite Victorian, actually. Actually, pyrite is Victorian, isn't it? Well, talking on that mindset...
Oh, are you coming back over here?
I am going to come back to you. Hang on, I've put this back wrong, though. I know it's early today. Martha's making up the rules of the afternoon show as she goes along.
Give us 2 secs.
All right, calm down, Martha. Do you know what? I love this. Martha's the easiest person to wind up in the world, and it's quite enjoyable. I was just arranging it so it sits nicely. Oh, I've done it wrong again. Have a look. Gorgeous. Absolutely to die for. A Victorian collar in Soutache. I've gone more traditional with the Soutache this time. Now you're getting something that I've never seen before. Natural silk bead cord. Thread with a needle attached. What? I don't get it. You will show us. So let me talk to you. You've got number 4, 0.6mm natural silk. It says on the old packet, there is no simpler, faster or more convincing way to string beads. And so I'm going to learn all about that. Now you've also got, this gets better and better and better, a whole load of cabochons in the most stunning agate. Look at that colour, blood red. You've got your beading, it's onyx, sorry, red onyx, even better. More of a spiritual connection with red onyx, isn't there? Did you know that? Very spiritual gemstone onyx. It's said to help the spirit pass from one world to the other. If you believe in myth and legend. That's why you see a lot of, you know, when you see the shrines, like if you go to Thailand or somewhere, and they're made out of onyx a lot of the time, the little elephants and things. Guaranteed 180 carats. You have got your beading foundation. Now this is what you stitch onto. Have a look. You've got a whole one of those in black. I'm also going to give you some preonite and some black agate rounds. Amazing. They're 6mm rounds. They're perfect for your beaded Soutache chain. And then I'm going to give you the most amazing colours. Have a look, my dear hearts. Remember, you've got the silk. I don't know what that does. I've never seen it before. Is it new? I don't know. All will be revealed when Martha tells me. Now, you've also got... Martha, I love you today. Now, just today, have a look. You've got that multi-colour there with the chevrons, grey and white. You've got the cream. Can I just put this out there? Wendy left us all a cookie each. The cookie monster that is Scott ate the whole plate. I just want you to know that. I just want you to all know that. Scott Murley, you know, the one who falls asleep at the desk. Then you get 2 of the silver. I love him. He's invaluable to us here at JewelleryMaker. You've got 4 lots of Soutache. You've got the cabs. You've got the 2 strands, preonite, black agate, the foundation board, and I'm very excited to learn what on earth the beading silk is for. The silking bead, I was going to call it. It's called a beading silk. Have a look at what you are going to hope to achieve with this amazing kit. We're going to give you a phenomenal, phenomenal price tag. OG C53 is the item code. OHG C53. If you want to create Victorian Soutache, then look no further than right here. Are you ready for a Soutache-tastic, a Tarry-tastic price tag? Should be $33.75, but it's not that today. I had a little twirl then. It's not that today. Could have ended bad. Oh, I've gone dizzy. Oh, I've gone really dizzy.
It's lack of tea.
Lack of cookie, that's what it is.
Lack of sugar, yeah, you needed the sugar.
Who can we blame? £24.95. OHG C53. Unbelievable, unbelievable value. The beading cord, the silk thread, it says there's no simpler, faster, or more convincing way. Convincing way to thread beads. Wait, I'm going to see whether Alison Tarry can convince me about this because I've never seen it before. Have you? Have you ever seen it? Is it brand new, Martha?
No, I think it's been on because I've seen Sheila with it.
Oh, you have?
I think I've seen Sheila with it.
So
and I
did
think
you
I've
use
seen
it?
I had a go. It's brilliant with beads, absolutely phenomenal. Because what you've got is you've got this little piece of wire here.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I thought it was one.
No. You've got a little piece of wire
Yeah.
that's actually attached to your thread.
So you don't need. So the needle's on there the whole time.
Hang on, is
Oh,
it
I
better
see.
with black behind it or? Can you see that?
Yeah, it's got like a needle on it.
There you go. Okay, so this
Scrape
bit
the pearls,
here,
then.
up until there, fantastic for going through pearls, is wire, and then your thread starts there.
So you would always thread right to the very bottom if you were going to
Yes,
cut it
because
off.
you don't cut it off because you will never ever get that threaded again.
Yeah, so
ever.
you put your beads right to the very, very end. So you need to unravel it all at first.
Yeah, use it from the bottom up, so you thread it on. But for putting beads on, it is absolutely phenomenal. And like you say, for doing your pearls, and as far as I know, and I haven't played with it yet, as far as I know, you could not.
You could undo that. You could put it all through, couldn't you?
Yeah, but you could actually. Oh, actually, there's a good thought.
So you could just bring it straight through and never have to worry about restringing again.
If you put that, my hands go in there.
Oh yes, look, it goes straight on.
If you're careful, you could thread all those straight onto the.
You could thread that whole thing.
Now, bear with me for 2 seconds while I turn around.
Wendy in West Glamorgan says, "Hi, lovely Jenny and Alison, loving everything. I use silk to string pearls." That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Great for that.
It's brilliant for doing that. Right, now these have got quite a little hole.
So they'd be perfect for the preonite that came with the first kit.
And I reckon you could probably get that through.
Oh yes.
Would it? No, I don't think it'll double thread.
But you can move from one side to the other. Yeah.
But if you do the technique where you just follow it through, so you bring it to the end and just follow it on, it is so much easier, and then you slide those down and they're on your thread.
Perfect. So always cut at the very end. Now we have got exactly an hour, no less, no more.
Yes,
I know she cracks a tight whip, this one. Now, if you want to learn this gorgeous technique, then take it away, Lady Tarry.
Right, so this design was slightly more traditional soutache than the other one. Whether I've done it in a traditional way or not,
that remains to be seen.
Sure, people will tell us. But this is more traditional to look at.
This is Tarry Tash, let's not forget.
I just wanted to go, because we've got a special show on Saturday.
This
Saturday. I wanted to do something Victorian. Now, on Saturday, because it was a sort of... Are you
bringing the dogs in on Saturday?
Yeah. We'll got the dogs with us today. But on the 20... What's the date on Saturday? 28th? 28th. On the 28th of June, 1857, I think it was the anniversary of the first ever dog show in Britain, as against meeting at the pub. Hey?
Wasn't Crufts?
It wasn't Crufts, no. The second ever dog show was Birmingham, which is still going, which is the longest dog show ever in the world. So this was the first ever dog show. There were only 2 breeds, because the 60 people who were there only had 2 breeds.
Which were what? Labradors?
It was hounds, and I think it was a retriever. So they were the first, and I'm very sorry about my fringe, it's very annoying.
No.
Those were the first ever dog shows. So I wanted to do something a little bit Victorian. Hence this, but it's got a twist, because I can't, it's got to have a twist. It's got a Tarry twist. So that's why I got a Victorian piece. That's where it came from.
Love it.
Because I swapped. I was supposed to do wire work today, but there'd been a few wire work, so I said, well, can I swap it to that day, because then it's the anniversary of the dog show. And
that is the anniversary of the dog show is exactly when? Today?
No, on Saturday. It's the first ever dog show.
And we're having a dog show.
And
we're having our first ever dog show.
Indeed. The inaugural JewelleryMaker dog show.
There's not. Is it just you bringing dogs in? Like, if random people do, there are going to be. I
don't think it's any random people. I certainly don't think it's random people. So that's where the piece came from. That was the inspiration for the piece. You can have all sorts of colours. Now I did it that way, and then on my little bit I've got here ready, I did it the other colourway round. So that one's got the pre-night, which is gorgeous, around the cabochon, and the other one's got the, now what's the black?
The red onyx and the black agate.
Black agate.
Yeah.
So I put the black agate in the soutache.
Look at that for a beaded chain. Isn't that wonderful?
So I kind of swapped it round. And if anybody was wondering how to do the bracelet from earlier, you'll see how to do it.
Oh, lovely. And I've got the bracelet.
Because we never got time, because it's a fairly standard technique.
Beaded chain.
Yeah. So I'm going to just use some monofilament, because I have to admit, I had the silk. Obviously my lack of technique, or practice was struggling to get it through 3 or 6 lots of
Okay, so you
this.
use monofilament
So
rather than
I
S-Lon?
just used my monofilament, and I thought, well, I'll ask Linda or Sheila, and I forgot to ask Sheila while she was here, how they do it.
Are you using those scissors? We got tiny amounts of the scissors left.
I'm trying.
You're trying to steal them. Okay, sorry. $24.95 for your kit. You get loads for your money with this kit. You look at everything you get. This is extremely good value. You get the foundation board in there as well. I'm going to give you, now before you start, Alison, I'm going to give everybody on the bottom of your screen, you're going to get the S-long cords. Now, no, we're going to do them on the top of the screen. If you want your S-long cords, this is also wonderful for micro macrame and for your Kumihimo. Great for your Pro Mahimo, amazing colours. Very low stock as always, but this also works so well within your Soutache pieces. Now this is S-Lon Quad Pack with your green, your mint and your lavender. And you've got another one, let me see, what are we calling this? Lavender, mint, green, cream. Lavender, mint, green, cream. Yeah, that's full. Why S-Lon? What's it great about S-Lon called?
Do you know what? I've done macrame years and years ago.
Yeah.
Used big cords and all that. I'd never played with micro macrame time. Okay, so when I started doing some macrame, micro macrame is exactly the same as big macrame, only you're using smaller thread. Okay, so you're doing the same knots. The designs have moved on from the 70s when I was doing my macrame. So when I started doing it, I had some thread, and I thought, do you know what? I was going to tell them upstairs, I don't want to do any more macrame. I really don't. But I'd already committed to doing another show, which I did the orchid with, and I absolutely adore this thread.
And you prefer it to make doing macrame than any other thread, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I'm happy to use that anytime you give it me. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's so easy to knot. It's skinnier, it's smooth, you can put beads on it, it doesn't unravel. It's
corrugated so you can hold on to it, it's not slipping out your fingers, it's not too soft.
It grips the knot, so you're not, silk looks stunning, but because that's what I was using. I was using no, it wasn't silk, it was a nylon. It was a nylon thread. I was trying to make the orchid with this nylon thread. I was ready to throw it out the blooming window. And then I had, when my kit arrived, so I could actually make the piece real, I was like, oh my God, this is so easy. And I honestly had been about to ditch macrame. I adore it. It's so easy to use, so easy.
So before you were about your wits end with macrame, and then you thought, and then this came along, and it saved your passion for macrame.
It did.
Now, if you are using your if you're using your bead loom, if 80% of this is sold out for £7.80, you've got loads for your money. Great PIG. It's a great code. PIG C38 0.4 S-Long Quad Pack. You get 70 metres in each, and they're gorgeous colours. And she's swiped hers.
I was just going to say, I hadn't realised you were. I wasn't looking at the right camera.
I do it all the time.
But what you could do is, not with the teeny beads, but I got 4mm beads through this, which amazed me. This through 4mm beads.
Oh yeah, so it's perfect for your micro macrame.
But you can knot it.
I was just doing that, and it stays.
And it stays.
That's a double. I put 2 knots in there, Alison, and these are great for pearl knotting.
So I was going to say, so using your knotting tool as well, and it's quite fine.
And your thread zapper, zip.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. I can't wait to play with it again. I was asking Hannah upstairs if they've had some new stock in. Didn't realise she was going to put it on the show.
Well, look, I've knotted this.
Oh well, that's not usable now. No, hang on. Does this one not the same?
This would be a terrible shame. This is going to sell out, sold out and gone. Oh. Nothing. Okay, let's carry on.
Let's carry on.
We're so
stash
naughty.
on the side.
We're
right.
So naughty.
So I wanted with this. I like the graduation of colour.
This is what we're making. Just
so what we've got here, and this is very similar to the ones you had before. The 2-tone in one. It's fab.
Chevron-y one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it changes the look actually. Doesn't
it? It does. So and it actually, because it's got the cream in and the I'm sorry, but whoever named them in Beadsmith, this is smog.
So yeah, that's not attractive.
Smog. Silvery grey.
I'm going to call it Smoky New York.
Smog, I ask you. Anyway, and that wasn't anyone in JewelleryMaker.
No, it wasn't.
It comes with that at the back.
Don't talk to me about that.
So I've done it. I've done the 3 together and started off with a knot, which I want to be on the middle. Now, to go round the cabochon, I roughly worked out about twice the many and all the way round.
Okay.
So that's how I worked it out. I had stuff left over.
This is on the Tarry.
This is on the Tarry, because
which is Alison's own personal measurements.
I've not got enough experience
with
to know how much of this I'd use. So with a ruler. So we're working on I can use a ruler. I just don't know how long on the ruler I want it.
I know. I'm the same.
And
it's about 7 inches. It's 3.
I mean, the cabochons came in all different sizes, and I had lots of the little ones left over, which are fab. I did a tennis style bracelet with some square wire. Perfect
for Wimbledon. That's why it's called a tennis bracelet, because of Martina Navratilova. Her diamond bracelet broke all over the place.
But she was
That's
pleased.
why it's called a tennis bracelet.
Right, so
I'd like one of those, would you?
A tennis bracelet, diamond one. Ooh,
yeah.
I don't think I can quite run to that yet.
No, me either.
John needs to sell an awful lot more figures. So I'm literally just going through the ditch. I call it anything but a ditch, a groove.
Stitch the ditch.
Stitch the ditch.
I want you to hear me in your ear going, stitch the ditch.
Oh God, I'll be going to sleep tonight and all I'll be hearing is stitch the ditch. Jenny said stitch. John will be going, what are you on about?
She'll be waking up going, no!
Stitch the ditch. I've got to stitch the ditch. Oh dear.
Claire said during the DVD, I think I said it about 5 million times. Did you? But it's a great watch. You should check it out. It's only $4.95.
Right. I undid these, didn't I? Yeah, there you go. So like I say, I swapped. I've done a centimetre of just going through the ditch up and down.
And it sandwiches it together.
Sandwiches it together. I'm then going to put the bead on. Now, my needle went through, so luckily.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What needle size are you using? Do you know?
I have no idea. It was in my sewing box.
That's the right answer. Yeah. Just a normal needle.
Just a normal household, not a big darning needle, but it's not microfine. You can get finer needles, which would be perfect, but you need better eyesight than I've got. Right, I then fetched it round. The first one's a bit fiddly, so that it surrounds it. So you want approximately...
Don't worry if the bead drops down, because you're going to collect it back up again.
It's still on. You just want an approximation. Now you want to be past the hole, if anything. Okay, and then you pull it up and see how it then cases it. So then, because I knew I could go through it, I then went back, if I can find the hole, through the hole and all the way through the both sides.
Okay.
Okay. And then literally started just going up and down through my ditch, catching that both sides to pull it back together then. Now that is basically the start of your bracelet as well, if you wanted to. What you have to keep, what I found I had to keep doing was making sure these were the right way, so that I'm holding them so that they're all parallel.
And please don't think Soutache is difficult. I promise you,
my
hand on my heart, it's really easy. Just an uppy downy stitch, which Claire said, oh, I can do a running stitch.
That's all it is.
So what you do at school, it's so easy. I think this is easier than macrame, and I think it's easier than kumihimo.
Definitely, definitely. You don't have to remember pattern. All you have to remember is go through the ditch.
Yeah, in and out, through the ditch, stitch the ditch, and that's easy.
And you can put your threads where you like. Now I want to add in
another... And then you separate just two up, two down.
Yeah, no, we've got three up, three down.
3 up, 3 down, sorry.
But you can have single, you can have triple, you can have as many as you want. Put another bead on. Trust me to pick the black ones to do the demo with.
Yeah, but you can see that really well, actually. Well done. No, it's good that you did that.
Right, and you see how I've come back up through the ditch of the...
It's like E.T.'s eyes at the moment.
Oh, it is, isn't it? E.T. Or number 5. Number 5.
Number 5.
Do you know one of the best movies I've done? I've seen kids movies like that. WALL-E.
I agree. Wow.
How many movies for kids do you know that keep kids completely riveted, and adults, and basically say about 3 words?
I know, it's amazing.
This is virtually, until you get to where they're on the spaceship, it's amazing. Anyway.
And I actually think the world might end up like that one day.
Oh, well.
Max keeps asking me if droids are going to take over the Earth.
No.
I can't answer him yes or no.
No, they won't. Well, they might take over the world, but I don't think humans will be on it. Right.
I think.
No.
This is a whole new show. Will droids take over the Earth with Alison and Jenny? Arguments for and against.
I've seen iRobot. I've read iRobot. Isn't it strange? You know how things change. Sorry, we're talking again, distracted again. But now a lot of people say, oh, I've seen the movie. Whereas I read the book years and years ago of iRobot.
Yeah.
People, oh no, I've read the movie. It's like Lord of the Rings. People will forget there was ever a book called Lord of the Rings years ago.
They'll never forget that.
But how many people have read it? I was
a lot.
Talking to someone the other day and he said, oh, I've only ever read 2 books.
I know, it's sad, isn't it? I make my kids. Actually, Mia I don't need to make read, but Max I do. He's just started a new one yesterday, actually. Anyway, now, we're getting a question, are we? Sorry, darling? You want the DVD? Oh, I've got it. Okay, people are asking for the DVD now since we mentioned it. Now, this is done with Jenny Argyle and myself. Oh. And Jenny Argyle is actually a competitive Soutasher. She's also a mathematician and she's a maths teacher at a private school. She's really clever. And so she can't be with us Monday to Friday, which is why we don't see her. But she's wonderfully competitive with her Soutache. And competitive. This is actually clips from the DVD, and she talks you through it on a competitive. Look at those.
Wow.
Because I mean, there's loads of different things you can actually do with Soutache. If you want to learn them, grab the DVD. It's only £4 and 95 pence, and I think it is one of those things you're going to start to explore.
Yeah. There's so much, but learning the basics. Like I say, I have a play, but now I need to go and learn the basics. Now
I like that.
But you'll learn things that how to do things quicker. That's what you pick up
by getting the DVDs.
You pick up little tips and stuff like that. That's
like stitching the ditch and going onto foundation board.
Absolutely. Right, now I want to make it so that it's going round, so that we end up with something that's going to go around the cabochon. So I need to make it turn a corner.
Okay.
So what I did, you can just bend it. It will force into place, for want of a better word.
Okay.
But I kind of helped it along. So when I'm putting the next bead in, I'm going to make it so that one end is shorter.
Oh,
and then this is going to come round, and then you're automatically turning.
Yeah.
And I mean,
so just give it another couple of millimeters.
Yeah. So, and I do keep flipping it side to side a lot. Again, I'm going to go back up. You won't be able to do this with all your beads, but it really does anchor it. And then instead of having it so that it finished there, if you finish it there, it's in a straight line again. But if you fetch your thread up and do it there, you've automatically started curving your thread.
Yes, well done.
Yeah? Mm. Now, I have yet to explore this to its extent with another project.
Remember, this is Tarry Tash.
This is Tarry Tash, because you could have so much fun playing with making it turn corners and stuff like that.
I'd say.
The sort of slightly non-traditional Soutache way, because normally you'd use the Soutache and do a quick swirly and go off in an opposite direction. Mm-hmm. But I'd like to sort of see it done slightly differently, because
you're built like that.
I'm built like that.
Through it goes.
Okay, so that's how I got it to turn the corners. Now, I didn't get it perfect, and I think I swapped cabochon part way through, so it's a slightly odd shape for that one. So I'll leave that, because it's just the same thing there.
Same technique going around until you finish. Okay. Do I stitch it all together once I've finished, or what?
Right, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, so I left it.
You're going to show us that,
so we'll move on to the next one.
Okay.
So we've now got our cabochon. Now, these stunning. They're on the black because I wanted that heavy Victorian.
Yeah. It was about deep blood reds, wasn't it?
But if you had it on white, what a different colour.
It's almost berry-fies it, doesn't it?
So that really darkens it. So you could play with that and change the colour. And always remember that when you've got even just semi-translucent beads, because you can't see through that. It's not see-through, but you can certainly change the light.
You can, yeah.
Just because as soon as
you put that black line, you
if
can
I
see
put
it.
that half and half,
Look.
you can see the line going across, can't you?
Perfect. Yeah, can see it.
So that's so useful when you're doing your jewellery. You can use that for any jewellery. You know, if you've got something you're going to put on a black jumper or something on a white jumper, think about what you're using and whether it's going to show the colour through.
Okay. It's a good idea, actually.
Right. So I'm going to attach this back to my thread. So this one, I've gone all the way round. Like I said, I changed the shape, so these are going to look a little bit funny. Now what I want, if I'd have had the forethought, I'd have glued that onto there, but I didn't.
Okay, but you could use the glue that you got earlier and stitch it and glue it on.
Yeah, just to hold it in place, because it's actually surrounded by, none of those are glued.
So they're all held in by the Soutache
they're all held in by
itself.
the Soutache. Okay, so yeah, I think I've used a different bead because this isn't quite fitting.
So it could be much easier for you to do that, actually, couldn't it?
The next bit will get fiddly.
Do you want a bigger cabochon?
No, I want a little one. It's all right. Let me just. It's only take one more bead. And there was me thinking I was all ready.
Hey up.
Do you know what? My dogs don't even flinch now when beads hit the floor.
I bet they don't. I bet they used to play with them, didn't they? Now they're like, meh.
Oh no, they just used to duck.
Did they?
Yeah. Oh God, she's off again. They'd occasionally go up and have a look at what was going boing, 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 boing.
Collies you got?
2 collies and a Labrador.
I love them.
I know.
Collie cross Labrador is nice.
My first dog was a collie lab cross.
Danny. Well, actually, no, I had 2. Well, I told you my gran got one that was found in a bag on a motorway, didn't I? That was a collie cross lab, and he was the kindest, sweetest dog in the whole wide world.
Oh, mine was. Amazing dogs, lovely temperament. But then, oh, she's coming with more stuff.
Coming with more Soutache cord over. It's goodies galore. Left, right, and centre, everybody.
Look at those colours.
What are you up to anyway, Tarry?
Right.
You're just adding an extra
I'm just
one, aren't you?
putting this bead in if you want to do something there.
Oh, okay.
Because
right, while
I
Alison's
needed an
doing
extra
that,
one, sorry.
I'm going to give you blue hues. You get 5 of them, and you get the linen stripe, you get the nautical blue, the aubergine, you get the lavender, and you get the chocolate. So all those lovely, lovely colours. And we're going to give you that wonderful price tag again. NMG C98 Blue Hues is what you're buying. I hate that they're calling that smog again. Which one's smog?
Smog. That's the smog.
This one.
So that's smog and...
That says linen stripe on it. This is pansy. This is lavender. Smog must be the brown.
Smog, that's smog.
You haven't got smog, I don't think. Beautiful, wonderful, wonderful price tag. You've got 5 in total. And they're just $6.95. This is the market leader in jewellery making Soutache cord. This is the competitive cord that they use. It's the one Jenny Argyle used, and she is a competitive Soutacher. You can talk, the ditch, you can see the ditch in here. Now actually I want to talk to you about different styles that you can get. Now have a look, the ditch is really important in here. And you can talk about Soutache cords as far as, you know, as far as jewellery making goes, this is the best. But Soutache cords you can get for all sorts of different things. It might be for your fabrics and things like that. Here is a few examples of what you can do with yours. Beautiful, done by Linda, absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, amazing, isn't it? Really fluid pieces. That's Linda as well. I've got the bracelet that she did that. It's in the Cleary collection. Gorgeous hair comb, absolutely beautiful. You imagine that in the back of your hair?
Oh, amazing.
Just wonderful.
Yeah, fabulous.
Wonderful.
Fabulous. Right, so what I've done is I've sewn through the start and I'm just pushing back through the ditch to attach those two to make a proper loop.
Okay.
Okay, because I want that actually caught before I go around the cabochon. Now, if you're going to see if you're not in your ditch, it doesn't go smoothly. You'll know, you're right, you'll know as soon as you're in the wrong place. Does that make sense?
Oh, it won't do it?
No.
It goes,
yeah.
It's not right, it just won't happen.
Right, so I cut out a little piece of the backing board. God, I'm making that board go everywhere. Okay, and I put my cabochon on it. I'm going to turn it that way. And then, basically, I'm going to have to tweak that to fit it properly. But then I'm going to stitch that over the top, and that's going to hold the cabochon to pieces.
Stitch.
Just inny-outy stitch, but this time, and this is, if you'd have glued that down, this is where this becomes a bit easier.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to start it off, and I'm going to go.
So don't worry that
no, don't worry that it's going to drop. It's going to drop out a lot, but you need to keep putting it back to get the shape right.
Okay.
So don't worry about the back because you're going to put another sheet on. So I've gone down. Now if I keep just going round the bead, sorry that you can't see, all you could see was the black.
Don't you worry.
If you just kept going down the bead, you're not actually catching anything, so it would come away. So you've then got to go through the soutache and down, because you've got to make sure you're catching something to be able to go down. Now you've caught it. Okay, and again back up through some soutache cord and down. I'm going to now put my cabochon back in.
In it goes.
Yeah. Put it the right way round. Okay, then I'm going to try and pick it up all together and turn it to show you. This is a slippery one that wants to keep turning around. Okay, so that's roughly in the right place. Now this is one that I'd bent for the other cabochon, and you can do this round an odd shape. It doesn't have to be a nice smooth one, because you're doing it as you go along and you're doing it roughly. It doesn't matter. If I had a random shape bead that I wanted, cabochon, you know, like a rough cut one or something that you've got,
like one of those rough jerseys.
Or a pebble from the beach, or you know, if you've got something you want, then what I'd do is I'd draw around it on this, and you can draw on this.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea, so you know where you're stitching.
And then I'd draw on that, and then I'd keep measuring the shape to that line, so that when I came to do it, it
would work.
Yeah.
Now I've got a question for you, Alison. It's just come in.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
Glasses on. Gonna have to go bifocals, you know.
Trisha in Bedfordshire says, hi ladies, great fun show. Can you use the large spools of multicoloured nylon threads that you occasionally sell to soutache and macrame with?
Soutache, no, because
macrame,
you need
yes.
Macrame you can, yes.
The Ceylon thread is what we need for soutache. The Eslon thread is what we need for micro macrame, isn't it?
The nylon thread is fab for doing larger macrame.
Yeah.
Oh, you're really funny with those glasses on.
Oh my God, your actual face.
Sorry about that. It's great for doing. You can do micro macrame with it, but you've got to be a bit more patient.
Yeah.
The Eslon thread grips. The nylon thread doesn't grip as well.
Oh, so I think she meant the Eslon thread.
That is actually nylon as well.
Yeah.
But you also did some big spools of nylon thread.
Oh, you're talking about the big spools of nylon thread, are you?
No, they
are. Yeah.
So yes, you can use it, absolutely.
Okay, but
not for soutache.
But not for soutache. But what about this one? Can I use this one for soutache?
Well, no, because you haven't got a channel, have you? So you can't attach it. You can use it with soutache.
Yeah.
And you could say you've done these cabochons, and instead of having the beads between the cabochons, you could have some strands of macrame.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You could put that. I mean, I was dying to see if the lace came in because that's so Victorian.
We're getting lace.
They've been asking about it on Facebook, so I hope I haven't put my foot in it.
Nobody tells me anything because I've got a big mouth.
Apparently. They've been asking when the lace is going to be coming in, so I'm assuming we're getting lace, because I'm dying for lace with soutache.
I'm dying for lace.
Amazing with it.
I'm dying for lace.
But there's no reason why you can't combine it.
Feathers and lace.
Oh really? Oh, you're away then, aren't you?
Very Moulin Rouge,
yes.
darlings. Now I've got another cord band for you because a lot of people are asking for different cords. I'm giving you We have some suede cords, 3 lots of those, and 2 lots of beading thread. You've got the silver and the gold beading thread as well. That suede cord is wonderful for macrame, really good for those macrame bracelets.
Fabulous, especially coming up to the summer.
Oh, everyone's wearing them. And you know
Superb.
what? Every year this happens, kids have got a new craze, those little rubber bands they're all wearing. My son's obsessed with them. Can you get me these from work? Those funny boingy boingy things. But they love them. And bracelet trends come in every single summer, and off the back of that macrame will be more refreshed again, so it's a good thing, I think. You know, bracelets in the summer are exceedingly popular. FIG, so are figs. I do love a fig. C81 must have metallics, 50 meters of gold, 50 meters of silver, and then you get all the beading thread as well, 10 meters of it, sorry, 15 meters of each. All of this.
Is that the metallic suede?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it on the show. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you get these lovely, look at that, it's like a gladiator sandal, it reminds me of.
Oh yeah, get some of the leather and a bit of the thong in and you're away, aren't you?
Absolutely.
So you can see this is starting to come together now, and I'm not having to hold it quite so much because
I can see that now.
Okay, you do it a little bit longer, and I keep trying than I'm doing here, because I am doing it quite quickly.
Don't worry, we've got 10 minutes. Bang on 10 minutes.
Oh, yes,
Notice
miss.
how I've been very good.
You've been
sat like an obedient hound at your side.
My dogs don't do that, not unless I'm eating.
Don't they? Yeah.
The youngest is the girly collie, Mally.
Are you going to breed? Please breed.
No, they've all been done.
Oh, I want a lab cross.
Oh,
collie.
lab collie crosses are beautiful. No, they've all been done. But she was just sitting by my side one day, and I was having a biscuit, and I dropped one out of the packet, and she just sort of looked up and went, "Oh, thank you very much. It's raining custard creams. Thank you very much." And then she sat there for ages going,
it's when you're like that and they go,
yeah.
My dog once leant up and ate the whole Sunday roast chicken.
Oh no.
And I loved him for it. And my Labrador Tumble, the first dog my dad used. My dad used to do these things. What? Yours was called Shambles, mine was called Tumble. Mine was called Tumble because it tumbled down the stairs. My dad did that thing that dads do when they turn up at the weekends and you haven't seen them for ages. I bought you a puppy, now I'm going, bye. And my mum was like, no! Because he used to work on location all the time. He literally came home for a couple of hours, gave me a black Labrador out of guilt.
And then disappeared. Can I say, I have to say this, and I'm very, very sorry. Last time I was on the show, I forgot to wish my mother happy birthday. So happy belated mother.
Happy belated mother, mum. Happy mother, mum.
Happy belated birthday, mum. I did wish her a happy birthday. She
What's
was
your
on
mum's actual name?
Pamela.
Pamela, not Tarry.
How?
Pamela Howe. Happy birthday. Sorry about your daughter.
For last week.
How could you?
I know.
She's a crafter as well.
She's a fantastic crafter as well.
We could have made a big thing. We could have done a dance.
No, I'm so sorry.
These kids, Pamela, they're so selfish.
You can't get, no, you can't.
Tell you what.
Thank God for the overhead camera.
She was locked in her craft room all day. Nobody let her out.
No, that's self-imposed.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's very self-imposed. Now, look, you made me go wrong.
Right, we're not allowed to chat. I'm getting shouted at. Can you hear them?
Not that you can get in my mum's craft room. Standing
We're
room
in the
only.
middle of the demo. You're
Right.
supposed to be watching. Pay attention, Mum.
We're nearly there. I'm literally just going from the back through. It's honestly, Martha, it's a boring bit of the demo.
You know what you need, Martha? A big sister to beat you up. That's what you need.
No.
You know, like sister banter. That's what she's doing. At me now. I'm like, I'm going to pull your pigtails.
Right, so I'm speeding up. So you do a few more stitches because I'm not doing a lot here, but it'll still hold. Whoops. And as you note, I'm catching the soutache as I'm going around. What you need to be careful of, because you're going to trim this black, make sure your stitches don't come this side of it, because as you trim it, you'll cut through your stitch. Okay. So when you're putting your stitch in, point it away from the edge. So if you see that, it's coming at an angle.
Yes, and you've got to go through that, yeah.
And then the same when you're coming back up, you want to be coming in the opposite angle, so you come from the inside towards the outside, and then your stitch won't get caught, because I've been caught foul of that before with other things. So that's one thing. So as you see, that's now held that cabochon in place without any glue. But it is a bit more fiddly. If you can put a little, you don't even need a lot, you just need it to sit there while you start. Yeah.
So now you're ready and you feel like that's nice and secure.
Yeah, so now we got to the top. Now on the big one, I went round again with another, and we're not going to because I know we're short of time, but I just did exactly the same thing. There's a double row.
On the big one here?
Yeah, so I went back round again. I took 3 that way and 3 that way, and in the gaps I put the other pre-night.
Now if you were going to sell this, you'd want to package it properly. So while you're finishing your sew, now I'm going to give you the packaging. You get gold and silver, 5 of each, organza gift bags, big enough to put your big Soutache pieces in. And organza also works very well if you've got your thread zapper. If you cut it out into circles, you can go around the edges with your thread zapper and make beautiful roses out of it. I also used an organza bag to top a jar that I filled with sweets and sent Max into school with one day. When he woke me up at 7 to tell me he needed to take a jar of sweets in or something ridiculous. So you've got the 2 bags, you've got 10 in total, 5 of each colour, gold and silver, perfect, ready for your packaging, for Christmas, for birthdays, for whatever it is that you're creating, that you want everyone to know. You know what is worth packaging? $5.95 for 10. It's brilliant.
$5.95? Oh, that's very good.
Do you know what? Do you give as gifts? Do you sell? What do you do?
I do sell. I don't do craft fairs anymore if I can help it.
Because you're here.
I just don't have time because I've got a few outlets I sell out of, and coming here and having a full-time job. I kind of run out, and I do quite a lot of commissions. But if I'm doing a commission, they're brilliant. Like you say, that necklace, which is really difficult to package, fantastic to be. If I've done a commission for someone, and you know they're paying a lot of money for it, then I'm quite happy to do that.
Oh my gosh, you've got to package it.
If I was on a craft show, I mean, people sometimes want it because it's a present. So it might only be a £5 bracelet, but you can say, well, for 50p or for £1, or you know, because you can add. I have no idea. So they £59.50. 59
£5.95
59
for 59p. That's how much you've bought it for.
So you could say if they've only bought something cheap, then I would charge them for a bag. If they wanted it for a gift, I charge them. If they spent £40-50 on a piece of jewellery, they get a bag.
So there you go. If you want to package your pieces properly, if you want people to believe that you actually are serious about the jewellery that you're making, if you want to give it as a gift, then this is definitely the way forward. £5.95 YHG C84. We have 5 minutes remaining. You're using your wonderful scissors.
My
those
scissors
are from your stash, aren't they, Alison?
Absolutely. So, like I say, before I was using my snips, and it was a nightmare.
It doesn't work. No. We've only got single figures of these scissors left, and they are amazing. You need them. They're not just for leather. They're for so much more. We've cut friendly plastic with these. UFTR01 is your item code, and they're $4.95.
So I've roughly cut round, making sure I haven't cut my stitches or my ends. I'm then going to tidy it up because you can just snip into those bits.
Couldn't do that with your snips.
No, you should have seen me trying to do it.
But you're glad of them, aren't you?
Oh, I tell you. Okay, so you just snip round, and I've done it really quickly because I know we're short of time. So you could take the time, but they're cutting right at the very tip. These are cutting.
Perfect scissors, those.
Right, so you'd do that all the way round, and you'd also do it up here. Right.
There we are then.
So imagine we've cut all the way round. I then thought, well, what am I going to do with these? You can do amazing swirls and stuff like that, but I thought it's already, that middle one was already quite chunky.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've got no neck, but if you've got nice neck, you know, it will fit. But you didn't want it too huge. So what I did is I literally just bent them down.
Tucked it down.
Tucked them over the back.
Let's have a look at that.
Now, that's quite tidy from the front.
Just give Kaz 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just catching up with you. Yeah, but what about the back?
So that bit's quite tidy, right? And then you've got them all laying flat on the back.
Okay, so what do I do with those?
Right, so I stitched them in on the back.
Okay, into the black foundation.
Into the black. So I went through several times to stitch them in. Made sure I'd cover them in glue to stop them fraying.
Fraying, yeah.
Snip them across. We're going too quick now, aren't we? We're going to run out of time. We're going to run out of stuff. Right, so I've stitched them, snipped them, so they wouldn't do that because you've stitched them down. I then got another piece of my backing.
You could use your ultra suede at this point as well.
You could use your ultra suede. And that's a very good point. I don't know which... I don't know the comparative cost. Sorry, I'm messing. I don't know the comparative cost of the ultra suede, but I would rather... This gives it substance and firmness, but I like the ultra suede on your skin.
Actually, that's traditionally what you do.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. So then you would cover it with your piece of ultra suede, which I didn't have with this kit.
Have I not got any spare? No.
Well, I've got some over. Okay, let's have...
You get your ultra suede or your foundation board if you haven't got any ultra suede.
So you'd put it on your ultra suede and then stitch it, and then you'd lose that untidiness. Now I have seen one of, I think it was Linda, doing some, and she said about don't worry about the back bits being untidy because you're going to cover them up.
You're going to cover them up.
Yeah. And then I've got a knot now in me. No, there you go. And literally go round again to attach the ultra suede to the back of the soutache. And again, I'd be quite careful on the front not to have, you know, a huge line.
Too many in the 80s.
Yeah, or too much of the monofilament showing because it won't blend in. You can get threads that will match.
Oh, I nearly lost it.
You can get threads that match the colours. I think they've had them and they've not got any in stock.
You can.
So you can match your threads to the soutache, can't you?
You can, absolutely. Deborah's got a question. Hi ladies, can you glue the cabochon? Yes, we said this at the beginning. Yes, you can.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
It makes it so much easier if you do glue it. It does make it easier.
So the full question,
and I didn't think
about it on the web. Can you glue the cabochon to the backing to stop it slipping while you work? Yes, you can. That's a great question there from Deborah. Thank you so much.
Right, so then you'd whiz round this, and I'm going to only do it in a few places so that it's actually attached. And then you just trim off your ultra suede or your backing. Now with the ultra suede, I would be a lot more careful about wastage because I love this stuff. And even these little bits you could put, you could back something small. Yes. Well, look at, that would back one of those flowers.
Yeah,
very
one of
easily,
the little flowers
very
that you
easily.
made earlier, the three little... Or your koala faces, if you're doing a tiny beaded koala face.
Yeah, I'm definitely into the idea of doing the soutache with a bit of micro macrame.
Oh yeah.
Mixed in with it.
We'll have more of Alison and Tarry doing this, won't we? Tarry Tash.
Tarry Tash. I'm well into this. I'm well into the... I quite like the traditional, and I think there's some amazing designs.
I like the way you do it. It's like Frumahimo, now this is Tarry Tash.
Yeah. And I love playing and pushing the boundaries of things. Why make things just do the traditional?
No!
The sky's your limit.
Go in there, shake the blanket of life.
There's no right, no wrong. No right, no wrong.
No.
Right, now...
Unless you're going criminal side, then yeah.
Did you... I mean, you've nicked my beads, haven't you?
Yes.
You can't leave anything lying around here.
You can't leave nothing round here.
Right, so then all I did to finish it off was pushed my... And I did it still on monofilament, and then attached the beads. Was it something I said?
I don't know, I can't hear her. You know in cartoons when they're on the phone they go... That's what I'm listening to right now. We're like... I'm not a meanie, I'm not mean. At least I'm mean to your face. 24.95 OHG C53, and it's all in jest, darling. It's all in jest.
Right. So I've just threaded on.
You don't, Martha. Are you a big crier? Well, man up then. No.
Now that's all. That's a different look again. You see, that's all black with the grey and that without the pre-night. You could play around with this till the cows come home. So yeah, I threaded those on. Now you could even not get rid of those and use some of that gold gold.
So you've just used the monofilament on there and threaded directly from it?
That's all I've got is the monofilament. The only thing I've used
that
wasn't in the 2 kits was some crimp beads, crimp covers, and a clasp that I had in my stash.
Because I saw you'd stolen
It was just in my stash.
It was in your stash. Beautiful.
And that's it.
And so ingenious that you've done this. Now we're going to catch up with you at 4:45, which is only 45 minutes to do your challenge. We got that gorgeous tanzanite coming up, which you wanted, so if you want to go missing, it's now. You don't go anywhere, my darlings, because we're back after this.
Are you new to jewellery making? Then tune in to our Designer Inspiration Show every day between 1 and 5 for our new 2 sections. We'll help you get started and give you all the knowledge and inspiration you need. Also, we'll be introducing you to a new medium every day. Whether you're a beginner or intermediate, we've got everything you need to get you started with a new hobby. The Designer Inspiration Show, only on Jewellery Maker.
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay 1 postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. Using your flat nose pliers, open the loop towards you and take your chain and hook one end onto the eye pin. Again, using your flat nose pliers, close the loop. Continue with your design until you have the desired look.
Not Johnny Wilkinson. Sorry, we're talking about rugby. And no, not Johnny Wilkinson. My friend once had a pillow with Johnny Wilkinson's face on it so that she could sleep on his face. Tina Webb, you know you are of Gloucester. Now, we are sneakily eating some chocolate, aren't we, Alison, Tarry? There is nothing like chocolate with Tarry. So if you can now join us at home, stuff a bit of chocky in you. You only live once. Don't worry about it. It's just a bit of chocolate. Go on, have it. Now, what do you do? Plank. Oh no, that's too stomachy. I'm not doing that. Now let me refresh your memory of what we've got coming up. Beautiful golden topaz with stunning mutilations. If you love golden rutile quartz, you're going to adore this. Absolutely stunning topaz. But right now, marital pearls, I'm going to call these.
Marital pearls. They're beautiful.
They are so bridal. They are so stunning. They're so breathtaking. Chic. Elegant. Regal. Pearls are worn by some very, very important people, I think, in fashion. Jacqueline Onassis, Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor, Kate Middleton, the Queen, Diana, Audrey Hepburn.
That's
every one of those ladies we associate with class, actually with a lot of money as well. And I think pearls do give off that vibe. Someone's wearing a pearl set, instantly, I think it makes them look expensive, don't you? You almost imagine them driving away in a vintage Rolls Royce with Jeeves at the wheel. It's very Jaguar. You might have an Aston Martin, you might have a Maserati. Have a look. My friend's husband has just got a Maserati and it broke down on the motorway, and I laughed. I laughed when my friend had to go and pick him up in her beaten up Mini. Now, and then he felt silly. Now, look at these. They're divine, aren't they?
I love that colour.
That colour. For you, Alison. Go on, talk to me about that colour.
Those were my wedding tones.
Goldens.
Yeah. Imperial topaz, beer quartz, champagne pearls, all that sort of colour range.
Were you drinking champagne whilst wearing it as well?
I might have had the odd little bit of champagne.
Good girl. Good girl.
In fact, the first one went down so quick, I didn't even touch the sides.
At 8 a.m. No.
It's the only one I had, to be fair.
I'm actually wearing pearls in my ears right now. I love them. I adore pearls. They're my favourite thing. If ever there's a necklace to be worn for me, it's a pearl necklace. I love it. I love them. These will look great in pearl tassel rings as well. If you've got the ring DVD, they're wonderful for that. Just plain. Half the stock's gone. Stop. Jen, Russell, Valerie's got two. Lynette, you've got yours. Janet, Patricia, Vanessa, Jenny Marie. Oh, you rascally rascal type. I thought we weren't giving... Are these from the... Have we had these before? They're not brand new. This is the last lot of the last prices we have. We know that pearl prices are going up. The world's pearl prices, they're more expensive for us to actually buy now. $6.95. $6.95. These are genuine pearl. You won't. Do you know something, Alison? I went into that orange supermarket.
Oh yeah.
With the orange bags.
Yeah.
£12 for a fake pearl necklace, and I was almost like going to complain to someone, and I thought, no, Jenny, get off your high horse. That's the price.
But we forget what the prices are like on JewelleryMaker, and sometimes people say, oh, I went on the internet. And I thought, well, yeah, but you don't know what you're getting, and you don't know what you're getting it from, and usually when you get it back, if it's that cheap, it's fake.
JewelleryMaker, we know we've got real
JewelleryMaker, we know
pearls.
what we've got. We know they're ethical, you know.
Always, always, and we can source everything back to exactly where we got it from, exactly where it came from. These are genuine, freshwater, organic pearls. You need them at $6.95. You blooming well should get 3 of them.
Yeah.
We've only got 5 of these left, and there's way more than that in unchecked baskets. A howlite heart. Sounds a bit poetical.
I like those howlite hearts.
Because they're side drilled. Is that why you like them?
Yeah, but I actually quite like howlite as well. Oh.
Howlite goes with so much, doesn't it?
I know.
Now, Martha's saying it makes your skin look beautiful. And do you know what? It's really good with strong colours. I've got another dyed howlite, but also think about this with turquoise, because it does work very well. Have a look with the blue. Now that works like a frothy, crashing sea, doesn't it? Now I want you to think about those howlites being side drilled. What does that mean? Well, it means that you can make a ring, and you've all got those ring majiggeries that you got earlier. You could just put... do you know what? These will look great on. You know the new memory wire?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to put them on that in the ring. Oh my gosh, yes, the new ring memory wire. And you've made yourself a heart ring. Because they're side drilled, it works. Have you got any of that new ring? Why haven't I seen any of that new memory wire? Does it come in and go out straight away? I demand more. Now, get yourself on the phone lines if you love a side drilled heart. Also, look, if you want to make a choker, I'm just going to put these up against my neckline if that's all right. Or the hair on my chest is from a makeup brush, not actually from where you think it might be. Have a look. I'm lasered from head to foot. Now, yeah, of course. Now, have a look. Beautiful hearts of howlite with the veins in it as well, which I think really adds to the drama of these. For rings, for necklaces, for putting in a bracelet where they actually sit like hearts. Oh, I love that. Look at that, like a little heart skirt. I love it. Are you ready? We're going to give you a phenomenal price. Like in earrings, they're going to be great. They're only 6 like cufflinks. I'm totally going to count them. What's the most important thing? They're brand spanking new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, 23, 31, 40. 40, 20 pairs of cufflinks. You can make stud earrings with these as well. $6.95 is all you're paying. You're absolutely lighting up my screens. That's 17p each. Loads of you multi-buying. BPP 060, 141 carats. David and Carol, you've got yours. Lynette and Melanie and Laxmi, you've got yours. Anonymous in Hertfordshire. It's a great place to live. It was raining ducks yesterday. £6.95. BPP 060. Some of the ducks made it, some didn't. But they're all safe. If you're wondering what in God's name I'm talking about now, it's because as I was leaving the house yesterday, some ducks had hatched on my roof. Again under the netting, and again when I had to get the neighbours out with the nets. Some of them made it, some of them didn't, but the ones that did make it are all now under what we've done is a bit of a chicken coop style thing over the top of the pond so that nothing can get in. Mummy duck goes out if she wants, but she's not very good at being a mother, so we try to teach her. $6.95, but it's nature. I don't think they're supposed to, they're just not very good at it. BPB 060, well done to Barbara's got 2 of these, well done to you. Laxmi in Bedfordshire, Melanie in Cumbria. Make sure you're checking out baskets. These are absolutely divine. Absolutely gorgeous. Put them with turquoise. I love that they're side drawn. They're brand new, you haven't seen them before. Now, my dear hearts. I've never seen this before. It's leopardy.
It's what?
Leopardy.
That's gorgeous.
It's the ultimate autumnal strand.
It's beautiful.
It's leopardalicious. What is it, darling? It's a brand new strand. Oh, that makes me want to eat Italian. Have a look. Lobster. Me and my son Max go quite often together, and we go to our local Italian and we both eat lobster and squids, and that boy can eat a lobster, I tell you, like no other 9-year-old.
Okay, you'd have my husband with you.
Sorry, darling?
You'd have my husband with you.
Does he like a lobster?
Oh, loves it.
I love seafood, I do. My son must get through about 20,000 crab sticks a week. Now, anyway, it's not about crab sticks. It's about this gorgeous strand. Look at these. They're like actual. Oh my gosh! You know what this reminded me of? A barn owl. Look, it's like a barn owl's breast.
Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, I love this. Oh, I love it. Look, it's all barn owly. Oh, it's all woody. Look at the textures. No barn owls were injured. Put the phone down, Sammy. No. These are gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Oh, I need it. Do you know when you start wearing cream, chunky jumper dresses? That's what I want to wear it with. What would you do with these, Lady Tarry-tastic?
Perfect. I don't know. I'd really play with those because I'd have to play with some wire with those.
Gold?
Like a really chunky. Oh yeah, you could do gold. Yeah. Well, there would any of the metallics. To be fair, I'd play with any of the metallics with them. But I'd make a really. I'm into doing the big thick cuffs. You can make a really substantial cuff with them.
Well, actually, let's think about this because we are moving towards autumn with our jewellery designs. Yeah. With autumnal pieces, they've got to be chunkier, they've got to be bigger, they've got to be thicker because we're wearing chunky pieces.
Yeah.
Delicate jewellery is going to get lost, so you've got to get the chunky gemstones in stock while you can. And if you have got those Christmas fairs booked, I know, don't you just love this? Isn't it beautiful? I've never seen it before. Never. I love it. I'm in love with this strand. I'm going to call it, it's Brazilian leopardy jasper is what I'm calling it. Leopardy owlies.
I have to say jasper is one of my favourite types of stone.
Why? Because of all the patterns?
Oh, the patterns, the shapes, the naturalness. I mean, rhyolite jasper, all the jaspers are just stunning, absolutely stunning. And I love that. I love anything.
Picture jasper's lovely as well.
Picture jasper.
Fossil jasper's lovely.
Adore picture jasper. Yeah, absolutely all of them. You get such variety, and when you look at them, each one of those is different, but it's the same stone. How amazing is that?
I agree, and you know what? You never know what you're going to get. You look at these caramel tones, and it makes you think of all different things. I mean, look at that. That's snake. Oh my gosh, that's reptilicious. Can you see that one? Hang on. Look at that. That is reptile-tastic. It's like a snake egg. I've never actually seen a snake egg. Do snakes lay eggs? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like a mosaic. Let me try this baby on. I know, right? I love it. I love... Oh, all those tones. Yes, please. Get in my basket. ETGP 67. I reckon $12.95. What do you reckon, Lady T?
Oh, I'd have said nearer 15.
Near $14.95 then?
Yeah.
$7.95? Oh, lovely. Get two. That's a good price, isn't it? Get two. Get two. Don't hesitate. Use your debit card or your credit card. We've got Sarah Alvin coming up after this show. Who's up tonight? Oh, of course, it's Hannah Osborne, isn't it? Oh, Goddard. There's too many Hannahs in this building. They're like, if your name's Hannah or Tom, you're definitely employed here. Or Debbie.
Or Debbie, yeah.
Yeah. There's no other Jennies. There's no other Marthas on earth, I don't think. $7.95, unbelievable value. Unbelievable. Now, there are inclusions in the topaz I'm about to give to you that are so similar to the very best golden rutile quartz I've ever seen. Have a look at this incredible strand. Have a look. So those golden inclusions actually add to the colour. Beautiful. Without inclusions, we wouldn't have things like lapis lazuli with its beautiful pyrite inclusions. It's gorgeous, isn't it? If the myth and legend behind this strand is to find your one true love. Oh. One day my prince will... I used to have to sing that to Mia.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I know you. Now, if you love your golden tones, if you love something that looks very expensive, you're going to fall head over heels with this strand. It does carry that expensive look about it. And you know something? I have never seen topaz look this way. Do you know, golden topaz for a start, and we're calling this multicoloured topaz, but I think you and I both know there's more gold tones than anything else in here. Golden topaz is very, very hard to come by. It's also can be very expensive. Do a little Google search for me, golden topaz. Please, Martine. Martine. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the glow. Just stunningly. Do you know that glow really adds? And you're thinking bridal, I reckon. Are you? I am. I'm thinking bridal. I'm thinking these will go beautifully in tiaras and fascinators. But Alison, what would I do with this size? What would I do with this shape? They are graduated. They're rondelles. You get some lovely, pretty little ones. You get some big feature ones in there as well.
Well, you can split them if you wanted to. So you've got your larger ones on your neckline pieces, your smaller ones in your ears or on your finger or in your tiara. You can graduate your strand around your neck. You can keep it very simple. A few of those peachy pearls between them if you wanted earlier. But you can really go to town with graduated. I was very unsure to begin with when I first started getting graduated strands, but now I love them. Because there's so much variety, and you can scale them down. I mean, look at that, something blue and that, and you could keep it as just like that, intersperse
very
the
vintage,
topaz.
actually, like that, isn't
yeah,
it?
absolutely stunning. A bit of rose gold for your fastener, done.
Do you know this is 100% natural as well, this strand? 100 million% natural.
Absolutely
no heat treatment,
gorgeous.
Nothing. It's come out of the ground looking like that. And the inclusions tell so many stories. Those wonderful golden flickers inside each one tells a million different stories. Look at those inclusions. Now, if you love golden rutile quartz, you're going to adore this.
Now you see, I was looking at these shape, right? And I've forgotten his name. The chap who does the stuff on gems, who does the
Glenn Lira.
Yeah, and he does the drill bit through the middle.
Yes.
Now, whilst we can't feed a diamond through it, you can feed a head pin with a little silver ball on the top, and you've got that kind of look. And then if you gem set it, you've got that. You haven't got his quality.
You've given me
but
a
little teeny one of the little teeny weeny beads, a little quartz on it. How fab would that be?
Do you know what I think would be nice?
Go on.
Ruby topped head pins.
Oh my gosh.
Emerald topped head pins. Ring it through. I'm not asking for much, I know. Little ones with little rubies
little
in
teeny,
the end.
2
I mean,
mil
those
beads.
would be so popular. If you want to see that, text us in. What do you reckon? Because you were giving me that idea and I thought, head pin through there.
With a little
but
gem
I
on
want
the top.
more. I want emerald in that head pin. I want something, and that would allow us to create those designs more, Oliver. What do you think of that idea, everybody? Do you like it?
But that would be fab.
Somebody put that to the ox.
Because some of those, you want to almost take them individually because they're stunning. And if you made that into a ring, absolutely gorgeous.
Hannah Oxbury, if you're watching, please call down. Is that something that we will look into? I like my idea there. What do you think? I am the bane of that girl's life in so many different ways. Although it was probably my doing that you ended up living with your boyfriend. I like to put that out there. 0800 644 655, a romantic gemstone, a beautiful gemstone, November's birth gemstone. I talked to you about topaz, a gemstone that's celebrated the world over. Tiffany & Co, Cartier, Gems TV, here at Jewellery Maker. We get to play amongst the jewellers. Should be $14.95, but we're going to take it down for you today. Are you ready to own one of the most breathtaking strands of all time? For under £10, now you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Get it, grab it with both hands. You've got your money-back guarantee, 30 days in that. That's like a month. If you don't love it, you simply send it back. We don't even ask you questions. A lot of places only give you 14 days. We don't. We give you 30. We love you more. XSRU51, well, I think so. 100 carats from 5x2 to 12x7. That's a try me price tag. If you're umming and ahhing, if you're thinking, can I, shall I, will I? Do. $9.95. Under £10, do. Come on and get the topaz. Do. I'm doing mum dancing. Somebody stop me. You can shop online, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Oh, it's the weekend tomorrow. Don't get too excited. £9.95. This is a strand for your bridal pieces. This is a strand to put in those really pretty... Oh, what about charms? Yes. I love the idea of charms. And this is a colour that anybody could wear as well, Alison. Would you agree with that?
Oh gosh, yes, absolutely. And it's ageless. It's the sort of colour that goes any age.
I agree with that. And if you get it, there's a slight chance. Sometimes I get something, I think, my daughter's going to steal this.
Yeah.
It's one of those, isn't it? It's one of those. Remind me that you're taking my shoe ready for Wirework shoe project.
Which we're not mentioning.
I can't tell you. It's like the time I told you about the gold findings, although this really is happening. 30th of July. 29th of July.
29th. 28th.
Happening.
28th.
And I will have been away with horses
It's
for
a
a week.
Tuesday. Ooh.
Yeah. So it's all going to be crazy.
It's going to be fab.
Now.
I'll just come back from the cricket.
Let me say hello to each and every one of you. Anonymous in East Sussex, you've got yours. Hello, Hazel. Linda Elizabeth in County Down. Lavinia in Greater Manchester. Lynette, Jean. Ashlyn, you've got two of these. Maria in Cumbria. Rosalind, Beverly. Gorgeous. These are gorgeous, aren't they? £9.95. Is this your birth gemstone? It's November's birth gemstone. It's good to have a lot of birth gemstones in your collection, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Can we go straight to the tan? I was going to say that to you. Can we just go to the tanzanite? Now, I know Alison Tarry wants this.
I know.
Alison, why is it so important for you? Oh, she's going. Go on, quick then. Go on. Alison's gone to order this. There's only 30, so she's getting her phone out of her bag. Go out the door.
I will go out the door, turn my mic on.
She's going out, she's literally leaving. Alison, Tarry, you can't be long because I need to ask you about this. Now, she can't find her phone. Can you hear her? Woo!
John, if you're watching still.
She's lost her phone. John, you're down. Oh, he's got your phone. That's where he texted from.
I think I must have left it in the van.
John, she wants it, John. John. These are stunning. They're going to sell out. They were launched by Eleanor just the other night, and they are so pleochroic it hurts. Pleochroism is where you see more than one gemstone colour. When you see pinks coming out, when you see blues coming out, already you're on the phones for this. Alison, why do you need this for John at home who's saying, well, why do you need it? What do you want it for?
I just love the colour of it. I love the cut of it. I love the, like you say, the play of light on it. I got the disc ones you had on the other week as well. And I just think they're stunning, and these will go perfectly with those disc ones. Absolutely perfectly.
Now this is a precious gemstone.
It is.
It's a gemstone that we say is our generation's gemstone because they do say it's going to run out within our generation. You know what? Certainly within our children's generation, if not.
Yeah.
Now, there's only one mine in the entire world. This is great quality tanzanite. Is this? Quite surprised it's not graded actually. Already 10 have gone. This tanzanite is going to work its way into tiaras and fascinators, but if I was you, I would certainly keep a piece behind for my collection. I've got a AAA Trilliant tanzanite ring that I keep because I think it's one of the clever. I haven't got a pension, so I've got that instead. Now, I'm no financial advisor, as you know, but as you well know. But I'm going to keep that, and that's my only bit of sense that I've got. I'm hoping my daughter hasn't worked out where I've kept it and slipped it on her finger and lost it. 55 carats. They range from 8x5 all the way up to 12x8. They're going to make the most perfect prong set tanzanite ring. Can you imagine it? There are so many of you in for this one. This is genuine tanzanite, only 13 remain. Could you tell me how much I'm paying for them, please? $26.95. They should be double that, shouldn't they? We've only got 11 left. Helen, you've got yours. Pat, you've got yours. Anonymous in County Durham, anonymous in Yorkshire. Paula, Russell, anonymous in Cheshire. Beverly, Maria, Sandra, Rebecca are in Essex, always buying gorgeous things. Lynn, you've got yours. Sue, you've got yours. Helen, you've got yours. Lynette, Samantha, Joan, Nick, Pauline, Shani in Denbighshire. Gillian, you've got yours. Samantha in County Durham. Grace in Kent. Joan of the East Ridings of Yorkshire. 8 remain. These will sell out. I'm so sorry, Alison. I can't see Alison's staff here at all.
Boo.
Good luck when she gets home, John. 7 remain, £26.95. You wanted that boat cleaned, you can forget it now. 5 chances at £26.95. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Tracy, you've got yours. Alison, Alicia, anonymous in Hertfordshire, 3-2, and it looks like
they've gone.
Sold, but not to the man who's married to Alison. Now. Oh, Alison. They never listen, do they, men? No. I'm sorry for you. Mine never listens either. Now, I've got this sky blue apatite, which is gorgeous. Now, Alison, I'm going to put 2 colours together and a mermaid may appear in the studio. That's how magical they are together. Look at this.
I've had that challenge from you before.
What, a mermaid challenge?
Yeah, when I was on the Sunday Experience.
Did I challenge you to mermaid?
You did challenge me to make a mermaid.
She did rise to the challenge, didn't you?
And
that's what made you a guest designer, wasn't it?
That and the rocking horse.
I like to think it was something that I was involved in, actually.
No, definitely was.
Look, we're giving you the sky blue apatite, but we have to do this chalcedony afterwards because look at them together.
They're beautiful.
They make me sing and dance and smile and want to dive into water. They're so mermaidial. Mermaidial. It's not easy being green. Kermit. Now, she's making me do things. I'm not a monkey. You're not my organ grinder. You are my organ grinder. I did do it. Should we do that comedy duo? We'll either get laughed at or killed. I'm not sure which. Look. Look at it, it's beautiful. Do you know what that reminds me of? My sister's got an Australian aquamarine and it's worth £2,000. My grandma gave it to her. And that is the colour it is. It's I promise you with my hand on my heart, that is beautiful. Stunning, it looks so expensive. I adore this. Do you know what? This should be set with the most beautiful diamonds. Look at that colour. Do you know what it's reminding me as well? Paraiba tourmaline colour. This colour is amazing. No, I want to dive into these. They are super stunning. They're so fresh. They're so feminine. I want them in earrings. I want them in a ring. I want a cluster. I'd put them in a big ring. Look at this. They are checkerboard faceted. Can I tell you, the clarity is absolutely... I'm in love. They're mine. Look at this, look. Ave Maria. That's how gorgeous they are. They're gorgeous. I don't know what Alison and Tarry's up to. We'll talk to her in a minute. At the moment, we're mesmerised. We're diving into a pool of apatite. Sky blue. Listen, if you were in a sea there now, you'd be in the middle of one of those magazines for sandals, wouldn't you? Or any other Barbados type resort. You might be somewhere else. You might be in the Dominican Republic. They're only $17.95. Are you kidding me? I would pay double that price tag because of that colour. Look at the clarity. And you're taking them down. Don't. Oh, do you know what? Please. They're gorgeous. Oh, no, all right. Go on. Yep. I'd put these into my own silver clay. These are beautiful. No, I want to prong set them. Look at it. Listen, if you don't get 2 of those, I promise you, hand on my heart, cross-eyed, stick 5 million needles in my eye. I think that this is the most beautiful, 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 beautiful colour in the whole entire world. Look at that. It's not green, it's not blue, it's somewhere perfectly in between. The clarity makes me want to sing. It's utterly luxurious. Oh my gosh. Look. Oh. Look at this. Look, are you ready? Oh, I feel like I'm dancing on clouds. That's how delicate this is. It's absolutely beautiful. It belongs in a high-end jeweller's. I should be seeing this in the ring, on a finger of a celebrity. Oh, I can't count these. There's millions of them on here. Oh, come on. Oh, all right. There's loads. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 27. Right, I'm at 27 at halfway. What's 27 times 2? 54 is what you get in your strand, which I think is bananas. If we did 50 on the strand, they'd be 25. Listen, I reckon these are quite Paraiba-y. I do. Don't you think these are incredible? Who's talking to me? Is that you, Martha, or is it... Yeah. Do I remember Judy Mayfield? A lady that used a designer of Paraiba tourmalines, they would be about £1,000 each. Well, here on Gems TV, we have the most amazing Paraiba. Do you know what I would do with this? I would take that half rounded wire and I would actually do a halo around each one of these, and I'd put a little sparkle in between that and a little sparkle, and there's my beautiful trilogy ring. That's what I'd make, a trilogy ring. And I love, well, no, a trilogy stands for I love you more each day, doesn't it? I love you more today than I will tomorrow, but not as much. I love you more today than I did yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. That's what it means. £12.95. You have to multi-buy this. I promise you, you won't regret it. I will also, you won't forget it either. I would put this into earrings. Of course I would. It's dying to be put into earrings. I would use real silver or gold with it. I love it. I absolutely... It's not the most expensive strand of the day, Jewellery Maker, because it isn't. Is it my favourite? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna put that out there. It is my favourite because of that. We don't get anything that colour. I love it. And if you don't get this now, that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. We haven't got any more. And I don't want you missing out on these. You get loads for your money, and you've got a 30-day money back. They were £17.95 today. We've taken £5 off the price tag for you. I would do a trilogy ring. Of course I would. Definitely. I love these so much, I promise you. Now, I gave you earlier the chalcedony next to, I just think they are heavenly together. So let's take another look at that. Alison, I mean, when you get colours like this together, they just make me want to create. This is what makes me happy to be a jewellery maker with genuine gemstones. Do you agree with that?
Oh, it's just Mediterranean, isn't it? I love it. It's absolutely Mediterranean. Stunning.
And look at these colours.
But then I'm an apatite fan as well.
Me too. I'm an apatite fan. Mm. I've got an appetite for it.
It's such a delicate little colour though.
I just want to make a ring out. I want to see the jewellery that I create out of this. But they would make beautiful stud earrings to go with whatever I do.
Yeah.
And at that price tag, June, Cindy, Faye, you've got yours, Peter and Sylvia, and Madeline, and Jude, and Russell, and Linda, and Anne, and Lane. Julie Lynn has got 2. Anne in Midlothian's got 2. Grace in Kent. Anne in Lanarkshire. Lynette, you've got yours. Jean and Grace. Oh, Grace in Kent's got 2. I don't blame you. I really don't.
I'd be multi-buying.
I would totally multiply them. Colleen in Fife, you've got yours. Johan, you've got yours. Jill and Sally. Somerset, Lancashire, Stirlingshire, Lincolnshire, Herefordshire, Bedfordshire, you've got yours. £12.95. Man on the moon, that is. As mad as a man on the moon. £12.95. Well done to everybody for got theirs today. Beautiful, isn't it? Don't you think it's breathtaking? It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, do you want that strand I gave you with these together? Don't you think you could make something really mermaidy? Did you ever do that, Alison? Fill the bath up with salt to see whether you grew a fishtail?
No, I can't say
Well, you never watched Splash with Daryl Hannah?
I did watch Splash, but that's not
But she filled the bath with salt and she got a fish's tail. So I got all of my mum's Maldon sea salt. I know, which is really expensive. And I tipped it all in the bath to see whether I grew a tail. I thought every girl did that. Did you do that, Kat? You've never seen Splash, have you?
I've seen it, but I never did it.
I bet Mike has done it. If Scott knew about the film Splash. No. They only watch the classics. I can't believe you never did that, Martha. You never had a salt bath and hoped and prayed, just thought, oh, I can see a scale. She's never watched a Disney film either. Well, you've seen Wall-E. Yeah. Ah, gone against your own policy. Of course it's Disney.
Is it Disney?
Yeah, Disney Pixar.
Oh, it's yeah.
You're missing out, Martha, on Bambi. Now, let's have a look at this. Now, what I want to show you, it was you, Alison, Tarry, that did a prong set ring once in front of my eyes.
There's been a few of us.
Now look, because what a strand.
Oh, you could do
I've had an idea, jewellery makers. One there, one the other side. It's happening. Do you know what I'm going to do though with silver wire? One that side, and that's my trillion. All 3 of them, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Look at the graduations. Now I want to make, for sure, rings out of these. But Alison, when you get this incredible shape, the diamond shape, what do you do with, look at that colour.
To me, that is rings personified.
Yeah, me too.
Because they're quite stumpy. They're not tall drops, so they're quite stumpy. So you can give them a nice height. And like you say, you can put stuff around it, you can decorate around it, but they're brilliant for it.
That was the smog of gemstones.
It was. They're not really long and thin. They're onion shaped. They're bulbous.
There we go. Look at the trillion you can make out of these.
I've actually got an idea I want to try. I don't know whether I should share. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh,
isn't it?
look! No, that's what I'm.
That
I said trillion. I meant not trillion.
Trillions.
When it says 3.
3 trillions.
Is that right? Isn't a trillion a triangle? No, trilogy. That's what I meant. Trilogy. Now look, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
That would be stunning. That would be stunning. You could do that. You could do that in square wire.
Or more to the point, you could do that.
I could do that.
That's why we love Alison as our friend, everyone. $11.95, and it's being slashed, and I will count them for you because there's so many rings you can make. Matching earrings as well, actually.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 26, $7.95. Only dogs and cats can hear me, I know. $7.95, unbelievable. Add it to a basket. It's suddenly gone very hot in here and I think I might pass out. £7.95. Are you hot, Tarry?
I am quite warm.
We're wilting. $7.95. They're 32p each. This is insanity. Hello, my gorgeous girls and boys. Jean, Joan, Maureen, Linda, Sarah in Worcestershire, Anne, Lynn, Johan, Nikki, Valerie. You've got yours, Beverly in Norfolk. You've got yours, Anonymous in Gloucestershire. It's a wonderful place. Loads and loads of you there. This is a phenomenal deal, and if you did buy what I think, I would have said the Paraiba coloured Appetite, then they go stunningly well together, don't they? Aren't they beautiful? They just are. Jill's joined us, Teresa's joined us, well done to you. Make sure you're checking out baskets. Anonymous in Glamorgan, Anonymous in Gloucestershire. I don't want anybody missing out. Half the stock's gone, £7.95. WGRU81 is your item code. What else are you going to put these with though? I think the pearls.
I've got an idea of what I want to do with a strand like that though.
Tell me everything.
You know how you had them turned upside down?
This way or this way?
That way. So,
Koolay up, point up.
Yeah, koolay up, right? But I want to have a big mass of them. So you've almost just got...
Spiky jewellery.
All together. So you've just got effectively a mass of the gemstone.
Yeah.
That's what I've got a couple of strands that I'm playing with. And when I've done it...
She's got something in the pipeline. Get these ready for the pipeline.
When I've done it, I'll fetch it on.
When I've done it, I'll fetch it on. I've
got a few little bits to work out, but that's one of my projects for me.
I do like it when you get a jewellery making feeling. It's called a Tarry feeling.
Tarry feeling.
Tarrytopia. £7.95. Hello Maria, you've joined us. Lynn's got 2. So's Beverly. So's Maureen. I'm seeing multi-buyers galore on this one. Anonymous in Glamorgan and in Lanarkshire. Jill in Sussex. Well done. Anonymous in Gloucestershire. Don't let the Gloucestershire crew down. Larimar is, do you know what? Larimar is going to go so well with this. You're a Larimar girl, Alison Tarry.
I was going to say, that's another one I love. It's so natural. You've had some beautiful Larimar on lately.
Look, did Dion schedule this? There's a lot of blue. She did, didn't she? I don't believe ya. I don't believe ya. Dion, this is for you, my darling. It's Laralicious. This has only been on Absolutely. 2 times before. Look at that colour. You know you can only get this gemstone in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, can you?
Yes, that's where it's from. And the chap that discovered it, he called the gemstone Larimar because his daughter was called Larissa, and the gemstone reminded him of the sea in the Dominican Republic. How lovely is that? Very romantic, isn't it? Larimar in these gorgeous organic chips. I think these would look very good with the gold pearls, wouldn't they? They'd
look gorgeous with the gold pearls.
Totally natural as well. And do you know what Claire Perry told me? She jet sets around everywhere. Claire Perry is one of our directors. She goes everywhere, that girl. And she went to the Dominican Republic and said it was so expensive. She actually went to have a look, because you're nosy, aren't you? Like that, you go and have a look. She was so expensive. Plus she paid for the flight. I mean, she did get a holiday out of it, to be fair. I think you should send me on a trip, Martha, just for market research. You can come, yeah. Look at that together with the gold. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Do you love it? Do you need it? Is it the colour for you? What about you, Alison? What is it about Larimar that you love?
Again, it's so natural, and it's got the differences in the colour. It's not just a flat colour.
Like turquoise, you get the matrix.
Yeah, yeah. And I just think that's so pretty. I do think that's so pretty. And it's a nice soft blue. Again, it's one of those ageless blues. So you could imagine your granny wearing it, but you could almost always, you You could also imagine it funked up as well with some vivid pink, or you know, a bit of different colour in it.
Or a wire work collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So it sort of goes across the generations again.
Also, these are great if you've got blue eyes and you put these in your... I haven't, I've got greens. But you know what? They're beautiful, aren't they? They're just beautiful. My son's got the most amazing blue eyes I've ever seen in my life. They're kind of like this blue, but bright, like crazy blue. I look at them and go, wow, I don't know where he got them from. LEG, I do think maybe I picked up the wrong... No, I didn't, because he looks exactly like me. LEG, P39 is your item. Go to 100 carats of gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Larimar. You need it, you've got to have it. It's only $7.95. Now you could get on a plane and go to the Dominican Republic if you're lucky, like Sarah Elvin, whose dad... Was it Dominica that you were... That's where you're going? Sarah Elvin, in the holidays, her dad said, choose any one of the islands you want to go to, and they chose the Dominican Republic. Will you go and have a research, Sarah Elvin, for us?
I will indeed, yes.
Sarah Elvin is one of our guest designers. She says she will indeed. She's not just hanging about. She lives here, actually. We don't let them go home. She's on the gorgeous lake. Are you on the day show as well tomorrow?
I'm not. I'm back on Saturday.
Back on Saturday. In, out. Shake it all about. $7.95. I want a bead loom show in the afternoon, please. Put that out there, please. Thank you. LEG P39, gorgeous Larimar. Now, I'm going to give you something rather special. Hang on a minute. What about owning a gemstone that they had to rewrite the history books for? Now, they actually thought the Earth was this age. I don't know what it was. I'm not going to pretend to you that I do. And then they did a little mining thing, found zircon, the most amazing gemstone, and they analysed it and thought, well, if it's that old, it's older than the Earth, which means we've aged the Earth wrong. They rang up the history book people. You're going to have to rewrite them. Yeah, we got proof. Yeah, all right, yeah. They weren't in Yorkshire, that's just the voice I'm doing. Now, we had to rewrite the history books because of the oldest gemstone known to man, with the closest amount of brilliance to a diamond you will ever see. Zircon is the gemstone that you are most likely to mistake for a diamond. Now, don't mix this up with cubic zirconia. Cubic zirconia is a copy of zircon. Naughty cubic zirconia, we don't like it. It's fake, it's wrong. It is the Katie Price of gemstones. This is real. Have a look. I did say it and I take it back and I'm sorry. Have a look. She won't see me at a pony show. I'll out-jump her any day. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Zircon, actual zircon.
I love the rich
December's
colours.
birth gemstone.
Who is it?
This is absolutely one of the most amazing gemstones. Look at that, you've got like strawberry zircon in the centre. Cognac zircon. There's this multicoloured zircon. You've got the white zircon in there. You have got those beautiful colours. Look at that sunset. Absolutely stunning that you're already putting this into your baskets. Now, do you know what, Alison? This is an important gemstone to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous. And like you say, for the history of it, it's fantastic. But the colours of it from over here are amazing.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely amazing.
Beverly in Norfolk saying, no, not zircon. I'll have to buy that too. Can't take it anymore. But I can't for the life of me switch the show off. Love, love, love it. Beverly, I'm coming to stay with you. I love Norfolk. Now, especially if you've got zircon, we can make some gorgeous, I think, groups of 3, rosary link chain, necklace, gold.
Nice.
Maybe the same in a bracelet. Zircon is just so important to have in your stash. It's beautiful, it tells so many stories. There are so many myths and legends behind zircon. I think it's a lucky gemstone. OFRU23, this is zircon. This is the natural beauty of gemstones. This is the Audrey Hepburn, the Marilyn Monroe of gemstones, the real deal. The natural beauties, the Doris Days, the romance.  'Doris
Day.
Oh, I love her. only £14.95, only £14.95. Phenomenally low. We see zircon for so much more. Remember, do not mistake this for cubic zirconia. I know they've got similar names, but that's a fake, phony version of zircon. This is the Marilyn Monroe. This is the Elizabeth Taylor. This is the natural beauty of gemstones. Helen in Sussex, Jennifer, you've got yours. Beverly in Norfolk. Sorry, Beverly. Oh, Beverly, we do love you. I hope the sun shines for you in that gorgeous place. Lynn in Cheshire, you've got yours. Anonymous in West Yorkshire, you've got yours. Jen in Tyne and Ware, you've got yours. OFR U23, 50 carats of zircon, and the glow and the brilliance is phenomenal. You're going to so enjoy using it, wearing it. It's one of those, you start making jewelry out of it, you start making earrings, and they were intentionally for your sister or your best friend. They ain't going anywhere. You're going to have them. Now, earlier on in the day, well, in fact, every time I look at Alison, I generally even challenge her. I've got one of them faces, but I did actually challenge you today with the kids. Oh, they're magic.
Oh, well, yeah, I haven't got very far with it.
I'm stealing, if that's all right. Should we go? Should we trot? That's a canter.
I haven't got very far.
Ring-a-ding-dings. What do you mean? These are being worn.
I thought they might be.
In my ears you go.
You've got...
Oh, I got earrings in.
But have you noticed on these earrings, these new findings?
Aren't they ace? Oh, that was in your new pack.
Yeah, look at that for an earring finding. Isn't that phenomenal?
We got a special text for you, a special one. She's already married. Gillian says, "Hi Alison, I have just purchased the tanzanite for you because you were such an inspiration, so I will send them." Oh, bless your heart, Gillian, you lovely lady.
You shouldn't have done that. That's so sweet.
You're so glad she did.
Yes.
You'll have to make Gillian something out
I will
of the
indeed
tanzanite.
make you something out
nice
of the
work,
tanzanite.
Gillian. Nice work. Thank you, Gillian, you lovely lady.
Oh.
Like my earrings.
Oh, I love those.
I feel like Beyonce.
Do you know, these little moonstone are gorgeous. The shiller you're getting off them, is it still shiller when it's on moonstone?
Oh yes, darling. Iridescence and shiller.
You're getting the blues coming through and the pinks. Absolutely beautiful. They're so sweet. They do look rather nice. I love them.
They're never leaving my ears. I might put marks in the second holes and then I'll be tripping over myself.
You will. You will.
Oh my gosh, they have brand new findings. Alison's wonderful challenge today. £20.70.
It's a fantastic kit and I haven't got very far with it.
Well, I've been talking to you, to be fair, and we are natalicious, you and I. Look at the rings that Alison's made. Oh, what about that square head pin as well?
Yeah, the square head pins are great.
Have you noticed that I've stolen this? Has that been noted or not?
I had kind of noticed that.
You kind of noticed. Now, we've only got very tiny amounts of the hammer left, but we've got tiny amounts left. Tiny. Now, you get 5 interchangeable heads with this. Alison, you've got 2 of these, haven't you?
Well, no, I've only got 1, but if there's any left, I will be buying another one because I need to keep one in my travelling toolkit so that I don't forget my toolkit again.
Where's my interchangeable heads gone, Scott? Scott, you've lost my heads. It's like, have you ever seen Return to Oz where they've got the cabinets, the women's heads in cabinets?
Yeah.
Mombi changes heads. That's what this is. Look at this. $7.95. Now, on Facebook, a wonderful jewellery maker paid £35 for theirs.
Bonkers. I mean, I thought it was far more than that.
Well, we got it, we branded it, we made it our own, and we put our own price tag on it. We made it up as we went along, and we thought $7.95 was fairer.
That's crazy, $7.95. Absolutely crazy.
If you want to add texture,
yeah.
If you want to add splices in your wire or in your scale mail, we saw it on scale, it looks amazing on scale. Yeah. Rings, any metal, if you're doing sheet metal work as well, this is invaluable. Gemma Crow swears by hers. If you want to add texture, it's that steel drum effect to any of your pieces, but have a look at the splicer there as well. Also, if you are using coated wire and you want to protect it, but you still want to work harden it, that's a work hardening tool there. It's wonderful. All you do is screw off the end. Now the other end is a weight so that you get the perfect swing with your hammer. If you take the weight away, you won't get that, okay? So leave it there if you can. If you're going to use The reason you can take it off, actually, I mean, you can use this end as well for work hardening, which is great, but let's say you wanted to do, you don't want to keep faffing, so what you're going to do is, you know you're going to dome, and you know you're going to splice. If you put one on each end, you've got the weight right then, and you can go tap, 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 change, tap, 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 change, tap, tap, like a little woodpecker, almost, actually. My woodpeckers are coming on nicely, by the way.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Got woodpeckers.
We've got 5 baby woodpeckers in the nest. And they're all doing very splendidly.
Oh.
Talking of woodpeckers, Hannah is coming up for you. No, it wasn't. It was a brilliant link. Look at her. It's too late to do your makeup, love. You're about to go on air. Look, she's doing her makeup. She's lovely. She's a lovely one. Have you been jewellery making? Have you been getting into it? Can my jewellery makers help you with anything?
Yeah, absolutely. My mum's trying to show me, but I'm useless.
Oh, good. She's like I was useless. I didn't even know. I didn't know me jump rings from my head pins.
I don't.
Help her out, everybody. I love her. She's coming up for you next with the wonderful Sarah Elvin. We have been Tarry and Cleary. She's blinking fantastic. We're back together on the 29th. Don't miss it. We'll see you later. Mwah!